Alright, we're now recording. I'm gonna roll to see who wants to do the recap. Lee, you are immune to this roll for now.
I think Lee should roll. I think Lee should do it.
I'll do the recap. I'll do the recap.
Rasmus.
Alright.
What happened last time? Starting with, I guess teleporting to the Hobgoblin City.
We teleported there in a small but fancy-looking cart to go collect or get better said the airship that can hover but cannot fly for the moment at least, and use it to go to Spiral Mountain to deal with the
Actually,
orc there.
what's it called? Actually, as of today in game, the airship can fly.
Ah, okay, so
We spent money on a fuel cell, which should last a few hundred years.
we went to go talk to the dwarves. If I remember correctly, we offered to deal with the orc problem for them. They said go ahead and try. We did. Grim absolutely slaughtered everything in sight.
They said, go ahead and try. Our strongest warriors couldn't make a dent in their forces. And we said, okay, bet.
And one angry cat with squid beard.
To be fair, you did not attack their forces, you attacked just their boss.
Mm-hmm.
Still, we attacked the head of the snake and we managed to chop that motherfucker off.
I hope like urban legends spawn about us from the people who watched us attack them.
I mean, that's some pretty normal adventurer shit, honestly.
Diving into the middle of an enemy camp.
Yeah, adventurers are built different.
Oh, yeah, you had a point with that one. But to continue on, Grim went to lead the orcs closer to the Dragonkin army to use them as a buffer, while me and Basilius went over to the dwarves, chatted, partied with them, and made some deals with them. And we came back to town for the birth of Basilius's daughter.
And during that time, Ryochi was with Grim, but Ryochi split off to speak to the Scardale Republic and tell them, hey, don't expand any further north. We're setting up boundaries to help you fight off the Imperium.
And then when we got home, the GIF occurred. Azrael did spend some time with the roach folk. They're very ticklish. I love that GIF, by the way. He's just having a good time.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm dead scared of bugs.
He's cute. Look at him.
Yeah, do not go to Undercross.
Yeah, don't go there then, because that's Bug City, quite literally.
I've been there.
Okay. So
there's actually a significant population of drow now in Undercross.
Yeah, we're gonna deal with.
Oh, is that how you explain the expansion from us building another building there?
Yeah, and also one sec. You guys get in Undercross. You get an extra building. You get a free shrine to Lolth.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, we do not want that.
Well, you don't have a choice. You get one. However, the shrine to Lolth, you can put it on a tile, but the location of the shrine is hidden.
Okay. Oh, I would have gone back after the meeting. I would have told my Inquisitor to find where they're at.
Yep, that's what he's currently on the way to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we need to buy another carriage. We left our other one in Raymount.
Are we really gonna keep buying carriages just to throw them places?
Okay, okay. Actually, could over the
month.
Why
don't we just take the airship?
Because the airship has a crew of like 20.
Yeah, just have a crew.
Yeah.
Well, no. She said only bring ourselves.
Oh, you mean for the souls? Okay, dude, just walk.
No.
It's like a It's like a 5-hour horse ride.
Over the month, could we have told Raymount to send the carriage back to us?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, they could ship you back the carriage.
That seems so unnecessary, though. We
Oh,
literally have a giant airship. Why
I
the fuck do
gotta,
we
I
need a
gotta
carriage?
change Katarina's name because I accidentally put her token with the C instead of K. There you go.
Oh, I changed it. I changed her token's name.
Yep, I had to change her display name.
Okay, so we just use the.
Yeah.
This is like the last time we'll need the carriage. We just want to get there
Internet's
by
been
ourselves
funky for
with
the last
nobody
couple of
able to follow.
What was that, Zach?
days. No. Oh, sorry. I wasn't. I meant to mute myself, but I dropped my mouse.
All right. So we're gonna teleport. Well, how are we gonna get the carriage back from the farmhouse? Or are we just ditching it?
Teleport it back the next day.
You really?
Are we lit?
You're gonna stay the night rather than take a horse ride?
I think I'm just gonna take my undead. Like I don't. That seems like such a waste of your power, Basilius.
Basilius is adamant that we teleport there because that way she was.
For what?
They told us twice. He told us in person and in the note. It said, "Make sure you are not followed," implying there's someone in town that would be following us.
Would I have the
And he said to bring everyone that you trust the most in your council. Also Ryochi. Ryochi is the official court musician, alright? He's very important.
It's awkward. We technically could make him the counselor now, but that is not a role his personality would work for.
Oh yeah, Talik is resigning as of the end of this month.
Yeah.
What's the counselor do?
The counselor
talks, make sure the people are happy.
Really, you can do that.
Ryuji
Yeah.
can do that like 20 times over better. Like,
But whether or not he will is a different question.
They probably will. And then we're in like one marriage.
what's with Ryuji
There's a
ruining
text.
marriages?
There's a text. Look.
Ryochi is like weirdly into NTR and not in like a cool way.
Yeah, no.
So
Like,
I want to bring Azrael Grim. I guess I'll bring Ryochi.
Okay, wait, let's gather up everyone in the center here that wants to go.
I wouldn't bring Ryochi,
We drew a
but
dick.
I guess I will. Zarab.
You want to bring
We're tall.
the Rob. Can he hide his alignment?
No.
That's fine. You can. You and Azrael also can't.
Guard number 3.
Marcusio.
That's actually not Martuccio. He has his own unique art now.
Yeah, that is Marcusio.
I'll be right back, guys. Give
Oh,
me a
I
second.
thought the more grizzled guy was Martuccio.
No. The grizzled guy is generic butler. And Mercutio's young.
He's not young. He's in his 50s.
Yeah, double click on the stat sheet.
Oh, okay.
Mercutio's 3rd level expert.
Oh yeah,
full
he's the
wizard.
one with the wizard level. Yeah, okay.
Mhm. Because you had him cast.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Okay, who else in the council coming with?
Niall?
Yeah, probably Niall.
Peyton. Peyton is the most based member of the council. Who else in the council was divorced at 14?
What's the story of him being divorced?
Oh,
At 13?
when I rolled we rolled random people to generate the council members, because we didn't have any NPCs that wanted to be treasurer, so I generated a 14-year-old. But one of the random things that like to flesh him out was he had been married and divorced before, so he was generated as a 14-year-old boy.
Is that all the info you guys have?
Yes. Also
on
he's
the
what's it
divorce?
called? Also he's like a savant when it comes to numbers. That's why he's
Yes.
treasurer.
At 14, he has 16 int and 18 charisma. I feel like you should
And-
swap those two, by the way, Tanky.
No, I
With-
generated random stats for him.
I know. I'm just saying, like how he's been played. It feels like he should have 18 int and 14 charisma.
He has 16 int, 18 charisma. He's pretty smart.
And pretty charismatic. He was married.
Yeah, he has 9 strength and 8 dex though. He's a weak boy.
He is a nerd. He's literally a nerd.
I love his stat spread. 9, 8, 14, 16, 13, 18.
He is like relatively healthy with 14 charisma.
I think it's that. I think these are the people I trust the most. And Ryochi.
What about Panpo?
Yeah, I don't trust Panthos as far as Grim can throw him.
I don't
Oh god,
trust
why is he a
Pampos.
14-year-old?
What about horrific naked undead lady?
I don't trust her. At all.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I trust her, but Basilius wouldn't let me
Alistair
probably.
has.
Are you gonna
Alistair
bring your
has
wife?
not- I'm gonna keep her home.
Yeah, I was gonna say why would he need to do that specifically?
You don't trust Sally, Thorhalug, or Grog?
Not particularly. Okay, I trust. I put a lot of trust in Thorhalog, but I don't know. I guess we could take him.
Just bring the whole council, like,
You
She's
said
like-
bring who I trust.
bring everyone in the council that you trust. And I was like, oh, but that's everyone.
That's why they're on my council.
What about serving girl 8?
We'll take this group, and we will take the airship.
You're just gonna fly there and not teleport?
No,
How
we'll
long is it
teleport
flying?
the airship.
What's that?
How far is it flying?
How far is it flying? It's like 2 hours.
Okay, we will teleport there and then fly back.
I was about to say, like,
God.
the airship goes at 100 feet per round.
Okay, we'll teleport there so that we're not followed, and then we'll fly back.
Do we still need to park the airship back in Rainmount so it can be re-equipped with the cannons?
No,
No,
they're
that's
already
already
good with
done.
that.
Nope, the
Oh,
can
okay.
it already has cannons. And so I assume, are you bringing the same hobgoblin crew with you?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll strip the crew to just for this trip specifically.
Just essential personnel.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably just like one or two.
With all of you guys, at most, it's 3 hobgoblins that are coming with. 3 random hobgoblin boys.
Okay.
And then after the mission, you kill them.
If we need to.
If we need to, yeah.
I think almost everyone that's in this group would not have a happy time with it. Actually, be split down about half.
You're not
Probably.
gonna bring Alistair?
I don't know him well enough yet.
Oh, okay.
He's in the library. He's just in your house.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, we gave him a room in the mansion too. Not
Oh,
not
yeah.
this mansion, but the mansion next door. I want to build another
We
mansion.
have a second mansion.
No, we haven't built one, but we have the big house.
Oh, the big one. Oh, the one where Gaxum lives.
Hmm.
And also now Ryochi lives.
Gaxum, Ryochi, and Alistair live there.
Man,
Alright.
I love Ryoichi just infiltrating into your life.
Look at that face.
Look, Tanky had you say everyone you trust and Ryochi.
But it's so
For a
funny that
reason.
you're bringing him for no reason.
Well, you're in the party. Okay,
Yeah.
you're an adventurer now.
Yeah.
All right.
Basilius will bring you just to continue testing you, but he will make you sign a contract not to disclose anything that happens here.
That's fine. I've done one of those before.
All right.
This-
Actually, the same exact one.
Yes.
All right. There is a flash. As you focus, you sort of sit down on the deck of the airship, and why did the music stop?
There was never any music here.
There was never any music at all.
I literally have a timestamp of me putting a song in. All right, game. Let's see.
There's a song, but I'd never heard anything.
I did.
I didn't. I think you were just listening to it on YouTube.
No, I specifically have the name of the song so that I can put it in Probot.
But Tanky, the bot was never in VC.
It 100% was, and I have recording of it.
It was not.
It
We
was
not
for
never
a
for
bit
heard
and then it
anything.
left.
What?
It was for a bit, then it left.
Why did it leave? I didn't order it to.
I don't know. It's doing this. It's been doing this.
Oh yeah, I did
a
that
while.
today earlier.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we
All right.
warp.
You warp space around the airship and transport to the side of a mountain. Down the hill, in sort of this valley area, you see the remains of a burnt-out farmstead.
All right, let's see.
You bring the airship down to the ground, like normal people. You don't jump out of it this time. There are parachutes, though, if you'd like to jump out.
Nah, let's not waste those.
And you really should get rings of featherfall for all the crew. But you park down and lower the ladders. Not ladders. There's literally stairs. You lower the stairs. And you step out onto this ruined farmhouse.
Oh, she's already here. I expected she'd get here first because we teleported.
Vesuvius likes to be ahead of the time.
Yeah, you see that there is one horse that is tied up and just chilling here.
All right, Avengers, let's assemble.
You say Avengers?
Yeah, and then I fucked up the rest of the line on purpose. Let's move forward. You want me to drag all the NPCs?
Yup. I got the NPCs.
Whenever we change map, it automatically makes me select every NPC.
I'll put him in a cube.
Siobhan.
Damn, I keep forgetting she's the most attractive member of any NPCs in this game right now.
No, I reloaded Foundry.
You stupid idiot.
Yeah.
I want to immediately scan the area around us. with the
It
force.
is a burnt farmhouse. Make a check.
It is. No, that's intimidate.
It is called use the force. There you go. Okay, you sort of extend your feelings around, and Talik sort of steps up beside you at the same time. It's just the two of them. And you sort of extend out, and you feel, besides the microscopic life that you can feel, and just the life energy around you, because the force flows through all things, you sense two familiar, or I guess one familiar. You never felt Soul Siobhan with the force before, but there is two life essences here.
Greetings, Siobhan. I say, moving forward.
Yes, come in.
Wait, Ryochi is invisible. I assume.
Yeah.
Giving him the ring of invisibility was a mistake.
Are you just gonna stand? Are you standing outside the? Oh,
Oh, he's not loaded yet.
I'm loading now. I reloaded Foundry for no reason. There, it should be invisible.
Siobhan gets to notice the changed Grim.
yep. And she also looks directly at Ryochi.
Nice.
Oh yeah, True Sight and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ryochi, as you sort of walk up behind the group, Soul Siobhan's eyes sort of lock on you. Her eyes could be described like beautiful golden spheres. At least the pupils.
Oh, she's probably gonna think he's following us.
She says, "You were followed."
If the small fox person is with us, he just
Ryochi,
doesn't like to be
remove the
seen.
ring.
I come out of invisibility.
Yes, sorry, I forgot to inform him of your special sights. He likes to stay out of sight.
Soul steps forward as well, and Gleesum sort of puts away his pistol. Is Ryochi going to become visible at any point?
Oh, I already said I did.
I like how Grim is in you now. He's now fucking Ryochi.
I don't
Oh.
see Ryochi, okay?
Yeah, no, I can't
Walked
see him either.
over Ryochi. He is bowled over by you, basically. Soul, as you guys sort of step forward, Soul Savan reaches a hand out and says, "That's close enough." Well,
So what did you call us for?
I've called you to this clandestine meeting place, as well as a collection of your companions. These people that you trust.
Aye. Some traveling companions, a mayor of one of my towns, and two trusted advisors.
Gleason here, or... Wow, have we been saying his name wrong? His name is
Gleesum?
Glemsum.
Oh,
Change it.
yeah, I
Change
think
it.
we've been saying
Change
it
it.
wrong for a long
Okay,
time.
his name is
Change it.
now Gleesum. Okay.
Yeah, your first introduction was Gleesum.
Okay, yeah, then I just put S and E are right next to each other. Probably just accidentally put an E as well. Alright. Gleesum Glum. He says, Sol Sivan continues and says, "My captain here has told me that you've become aware of my nature, my true nature."
Yes, I believe I told you that on the first time we met. I sent you the letter.
Indeed. He says, "This secret is well kept. Most of the Forsaken Company is unaware, as well as the city."
Basilius nods. Aye, that's why I warned you to keep your markings better hidden.
Ah, that's what that meant. I took it as a vague threat.
No, I think. Well, I can understand that, but we meant the tattoo around your neck.
Yes, I wanted to keep it vague enough to not out you if their letter was intercepted.
Soul continues. She says, "Well, I suppose then I don't need this disguise."
Fucking morphs into a dragon.
Just destroys the entire building in the process.
Well, that's why we're at a destroyed building.
That's why there's no roof. One sec. Actually, I need to check if I have her art. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't.
Short intermission.
It will take literally like a second because I need to just make
One.
a token of
2,
it here.
3,
That's a second.
4, 5.
Wow. Think you lied.
He lied like tenfold.
I know.
I hope she looks gay.
How could a dragon look gay?
Oh,
Very easily.
well,
You want some examples?
yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of art of it. I'm regretting looking up gay dragons. I'm closing this tab. I'm disgusted.
What did you expect?
I mean, I expected what I found. I just didn't like it.
Okay, let's adjust her size then.
Oh. She accidentally steps on Gleesum.
Why is it that now?
She's licking his dick. Her tongue stretches from the tip of his dick up to his ass.
Gross. Shut up.
She waves her hands, and she's enveloped in a golden mist, and her form shifts into a lithe. Although it's very large, the dragon is very thin and sort of stringy, rather than like large and muscular.
Interesting.
Grim's in love.
She says, "My real name isn't that far from my alias. My name is Sol Shivana. One word.
Wow.
It isn't that different." She says, "I've been here for quite a long time. This continent, I mean. And it seems as though the quiet peace that I've been trying to build is being disrupted."
Aye. Many maleficent forces working.
Ryoji, to roll knowledge about dragons, that'd be knowledge arcana.
I do have that. And
Oh yeah, we
rolled-
probably haven't told you.
Yeah, I don't think we ever explained
No.
about
No,
Sol
you
Shivana.
just said. You just went like, "Come with me," and then I did, and I don't know
Yes.
anything. I don't know what the fuck happened.
We've known she's an adult gold dragon for a while.
She's a mature
Wait.
adult gold dragon. Not just an adult.
Let
Damn.
me just roll. Let me just roll sing, as I usually do.
Damn, if she was only an ancient one, I could ask her for a quick vial of her blood.
Just wait a couple
Wait,
hundred years.
Hold on, let me check the notes to see if I'm getting that right, so I don't fuck up by accident.
Well,
It
that
is.
one.
You can roll.
Luckily
You can
you
roll
can't nat
perform.
fail.
You can roll perform sing for knowledge.
Yes, with Pageant of the Peacock.
That's so stupid. All
I
right.
think it's perform. Oh, yeah, it's perform sing because it's bluff, and it's at +4, so that would be a 32.
All right. You know that gold dragons are the majestic and righteous dragons. They are usually lawful good. They breathe fire. This is a mature adult dragon, meaning that she likely has some abilities to bless and heal, and pray. Do sort of like abilities like a cleric, right? She also has a breath cone that deals a lot of fire damage. It's a 50-foot cone that deals 14 d10 damage. And she has a weakening breath that instead just does strength damage. Instead of actual damage.
She's actually younger than I thought she'd be, which means she does have a
Yeah.
high-level wizard working for her.
Or a
Yeah,
magic item.
That's true.
Yeah, it has to be an ancient dragon, so not gonna get that blood today.
You also know that gold dragons are intrinsically tied with gems. They love gems, and they can touch gems to essentially make them into lucky magic items.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Aren't they like the strongest form of dragon?
They are the strongest. They are tied with red. As the physically strongest and most damaging. They are essentially like the apex tier of good dragons. Sil Siobhan sort of cranes her neck down to be at you guys' level, and she says, "And I never thought that my kind would find their way here. At least not so soon." She says, "What do you know of the invasion?" Her voice is sort of deep, but still has that sort of general, like,
Femininity.
yeah, femininity that she has.
We know a few things of the dragons. Uh, we know the basics that has spread around the continent, as well as a few more secretive things. There seems to be some kind of dragon within the army named the Infinite Dragonflight. Who is? Did I say that right, Tinky?
She nods. She says, "The infinite dragonflight is not a specific dragon. It is an experimental mutation. Some dragons are, well, taken and experimented on to give them powers from all 5 flights."
Well, yes, we've dealt with them in Belwall. They, I don't know if the rumors spread, but the adventurers in charge were dragonkin in disguise.
Yes, I have heard such rumors.
They were searching for the ritual of lichdom hidden within the town.
She scratches her chin with her claw. She says, "There have been no signs of other dragons near my city or my region. Perhaps my presence is enough to keep many minor dragons away. They must know I am here. Our kind can sense each other. The natural energy we give off is very unique."
Aye, one of my companions had a similar ability. I spoke of him to Gleason.
Gleason nods. He says, "Yes. Only Gleason and my other 2 high-ranking captains are aware of my true nature. I have been holding myself back and fighting in my human form to keep appearances. Despite my color, I know not many would trust a dragon so willingly."
Especially with current events.
"Indeed. This is why I told you to not be followed. My secret cannot get out. It would spell the end of the Forsaken Company, end of our democracy."
I made sure to use my teleportation abilities to arrive here.
"Despite my disagreements with your ideology, I see now that we must be strong together. The mortals of this continent will not survive without the aid of my kind. However, we are scattered. The Metallics and my parents were banished from Avalon hundreds of years ago. Unfortunately, they were hunted by dragon slayers, adventurers, for their horde. But I have made a place for myself among the mortals.
Well, I believe there's so much at work here. I know we already have an alliance, but I think more needs to be done to work against the invaders.
Indeed."
Sorry to interrupt. Could I roll to see what is Avalon?
It's the other continent where the dragons come from.
Oh.
Avalon?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Avalon, yes, is the name of the continent where the Imperium resides. They've essentially conquered basically all that continent. She continues. "Unfortunately, the Metallics are a dying breed. Our kind is scattered and we have no connection to each other. The Chromatics are stronger, and the Chromatic High Council is likely invading. From what I've heard, especially when we received the ultimatum, the Chromatic invasion seems to be led now by the Blue Dragonflight. It is unlikely that a great worm is here. We would certainly know if one arrived. But if the armies are led by half-dragons, that means that they are more serious about this than they are trying right now.
Yes, I unfortunately know little of the politics behind the Dragon Kind. To speak on the matters you know.
The Imperium is an ancient civilization. They seemingly must have... they survived through the calamity with their... well, the skills that dragons gain are not exactly on par with mortals. She continues. The Imperium is led by a council of great worms, with only one great worm for each color. The oldest and wisest of the dragons that are still alive. They must be thousands of years old. He says, or she says, indeed, it must be the Blues. They are consummate schemers and obsessively orderly. Blue dragons are tricky to deal with. It is likely then that that is the reason why this campaign is going so poorly for the undefended. She sort of curls up and sits down to sort of talk to you guys. Sort of like a dog sitting down as well.
Yes, I've heard even the Chandlewood is having issues.
Indeed.
Only the dwarves seem able to hold up against the dragons.
Thorlug says, aye. Thorlug's southern. One sec. Thorlug says, yeah, well, my kind has a history of fighting dragons of all types. Solshavan nods. And she says, indeed. This expeditionary force is powerful, but when the full might of the Imperium is pressed upon this continent, there will be no fighting back. It will be a massacre.
So, I presume you have a proposition.
Indeed. The nations of Scardale are divided. If the expeditionary force, or if the main force of the Imperium arrives before Scardale is ready, we will all be slaves, and my kind will be exterminated.
Well, it sounds like the proposition I was drafting for you might come into play much sooner than I expected. Sounds like our nations need to combine together.
She says, despite my idealism, I am not a fool. I understand that this struggle is more important than beliefs in democracy or autocracy. But it is impossible to simply do so. The people have a say. I am not a dictator or a king. I am an elected official. She says, if such an agreement were to be sorted, it would require more than just my say-so. That is why I am proposing a unusual strategy.
And that is?
The people of Beckinsale are calm, quiet folk. With my defense and the defense of my Forsaken Company, we have faced no real trouble in our defense. We do not seek to conquer land or anything of the sort. We simply wish to live our lives. That is why I am suggesting we use the people's fear against them for a short time. We would engineer a situation in which the Devout Pack needs to intervene in Beckinsale's defense and make you out to be the heroes for now.
Yes, so similar to what has happened in other cities we've taken.
He says, yes, however, this situation would be entirely false or provoked on our side, rather than a problem being dealt with. I have scryed on your adventures, and I am impressed with your powers. Especially you. And you. He motions to Basilius and Grim. You two are capable warriors.
Yeah, fuck you, Azrael.
She says,
Man, I'm just trying to sit here and nod.
Azrael starts yelling angrily in Spanish. He says, Shoshovan continues and says, then, we will provoke a situation in which the Devout Pack needs to intervene. They will intervene, and with this dragon war, such a fear in so many minds, we will capitulate and be annexed by the Devout Pact for considerable concessions on my end and the end of my peoples. In exchange, we will, of course, combine our mights together, and the Forsaken Company will be serving or alongside your armies.
Well, I'd be a fool to have any objections to such a plan.
However, we must be careful with this provocation. If word gets out about my true nature, or the nature of this provocation, we will both be the villains in this story. I understand this is for the greater good, even if this is not exactly right.
So, what sort of provocations are you thinking of?
She extends a claw to a pack near her and gently picks out a paper with her claws and hands it to you. It is a map of the Scardale area. Let's go to that map. She says, there are two different ideas I have in mind. Both of them are risky, and both will cost several lives. She motions. To the east, the Razmaran are growing in power. If we engineer a situation in which we are attacked by them, an open war could combine our two nations. That is the riskier of the two options. However, it is likely to succeed and succeed the most in combining our nations. Neither of us have a force that is equal to that of the Razmaran. However, together, we could face them on even ground.
Furthermore, that plan is much easier with magic. Using memory manipulation, I believe we could create artificial Razmirian threats, whose memories would even fall prey to truth magic and the such, creating very believable stories that not even the Razmirians could truly dispute.
The second idea is less risky, but also less likely to work. You could quickly grow a small force of orcs, correct? I know you use orcs in your armies.
Yes, we've been manipulating the orcs quite a bit.
You could force You could lead all of your Orcish armies through secret routes alongside our territory, bringing them here to this small Orcish stronghold. You then could order your orcs to attack Beckinsale. Together with your Orcish armies, we could not overcome the forces. We will lose territory for a short period. However, we will then put a call out to you, and your armies will come in and slaughter the orcs, destroying their camp, as well as making you the hero and fusing our nations in annexation.
Zarab,
Yes, my lord.
what of you? Do you have any plans?
I have certain ways we could do this. However, they're not exactly what the missus is likely thinking of. He says, the kingdoms could be fused magically through a contract. No one would be any of the wiser. However, the price for such a fusion is very steep. I would require payment. Solshivan says, I am not interested in working alongside devils. We will do this the mortal way.
Basilius nods and kind of waves Zarab back.
Zarab just steps back. Talak interrupts and says, if we are going to do this plan, it needs to be done correctly. I don't want to waste more lives than are necessary.
Yes.
Even the
Yes,
orcs, he speaks up. Even the orcs have a right to life.
That's why I'm more inclined towards the Razmirians. We can take groups of convicts and modify their memories to trick them into believing themselves to be of Razmirian origin with a conflict against Beckinsale.
Solshivan says, there is also precedent, as Razmirians have clashed with your armies in the past.
Ah, yes, the Roach folk stationed at Lakeside.
Yes. They have been both exiled and deported from Razmirian land before.
So that's part of the reason I put them there. The statement.
She says, this plan is my last-ditch effort. We both are simply too weak to face any threat outwards. Both the Republic, the Union, even the Razmirian are all too powerful. The only reason that we have not been attacked is because we are allied in defensive pacts.
And tell me, do you truly believe if a referendum to join our kingdom were to be held, with your support, your town would still disagree?
She says, my people are loyal to me, and they love me. But they are loyal to themselves first, and their freedom is all they care about. I founded this city-state on freedom from kings and dictators. I am sure that if we were allowed to keep our electoral process, the people would join alongside you. Perhaps special democratic privileges could be granted to Beckinsale.
Aye, that's what we have set up for Belwall. Their mayors are allowed to be democratically elected as long as they are subservient to me.
And what of Lakeside?
Lakeside is the more wild card. The town is small enough that I've not cared much for it, and mostly have it as defensive against the Razmirians. They, rather than electing an official, the group, the collective of the town, votes on issues to deal with. I station my army there to ensure they can't be overrun before they can hold any meetings. And they follow the greater laws we issue and pay taxes and such to us.
Solshavan says, I respect their fight. They are stubborn, at least. I give them great respect for holding to their ideals, even in the face of adversity.
Yes.
The people of Lakeside are not easily swayed one way or the other.
Aye, that's why I've allowed them their freedom. If they held to their ideals even in a moment where we've demonstrated we could crush everyone in the town. So I allow them to operate. So long as things don't... He kind of pauses for a moment. And go to hell there. Everything is fine.
I am interested in the opinions of your trusted companions, not just you. What do you say? Solshavan moves her snout and points at, Azrael. What is your opinion on this plan?
I was thinking, since there's already a Roachfolk army in Lakeside, if we can somehow engineer a scenario where the Razmiri attack the Roachfolk.
Indeed, that is what I was about to suggest. A false flag could be used. Something that would truly anger the people of Lakeside. If the people of Lakeside wish to fight, that would provoke a greater war. However, this war should be not to destroy or conquer. Something small to quickly force the Razmiri into white peace. But significant enough that in the moment it appears like a great threat.
Aye.
I have issues with this plan.
Speak.
If we provoke the Razmiri too much, and we end up in a prolonged war with them, I fear the dragons would advance too quickly, and we'd be dealing with a two-front war.
Such a situation is possible. However, I believe that together we can create a threat that would force the Razmiri to sue for peace. Of course, the specifics would have to be decided by our generals. I myself am not a professional in military tactics, at least not on the battlefield. I'm a politician, not a soldier. You, hidden one, the one who snuck in. What is your opinion?
Me?
Yes?
Thank you. What do I know about politics?
What do you know about politics? I'm not gonna tell you what your character knows.
You are very
I'm asking
knowledgeable in
to-
politics. You have plus
I'm
7
asking
in
to roll.
ability and stuff.
Yeah, I want to roll. I want to roll knowledge to. I don't know. I honestly barely understood anything you guys said, but Ryuichi would know more.
That's very good telling. Very good telling about your ability to comprehend.
Like
What?
the
Wait,
friggin',
what out of the situation did you not understand, Lee?
I don't know. It's just a lot of words.
If you have,
I know you guys.
if you have questions, you should ask them and not just sit by and let
do
a
you want
scene
us
go
to
by.
summarize what
Lee
we
is a
just talked
bottom.
about?
He can't say words.
Okay, what I understood is that you want to join your kingdom with the Dragon Lady's kingdom.
Mhm.
And you have to like stage an attack to get her people's approval. Is that?
Yeah.
You're essentially we're doing a classic false flag. You're frightening everyone into making a decision that they wouldn't normally make.
All right. So who is these
The Razmiri.
We do not know much about them. Nobody knows much about them, actually.
The Razmiri are an incredibly... Oh, actually, you can make a religion check.
Me?
Yes.
Sing.
Oh, you can make a sing check. Okay. The Razmiri are an incredibly insular, human-centric cult. They are... Essentially, they believe their god king, who's like a mortal... they say he's like a mortal incarnation of the mother, the Mehenna. He's essentially basically a reincarnation of like the mother goddess of this planet, is what they say. He is a humanocentric cultist. They're very insular, very not appreciative of outsiders, as well as non-humans. Although they aren't necessarily super hostile to like elves and dwarves. They don't like beast folk.
That's awesome. Did you steal this?
What?
Did you steal this for
No.
your? This sounds
Pinky
a lot
and
like-
I both stole it.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
this is originally Razmiri. The Razmiri are from Galarian,
I have no idea what that is.
which is
Anyway.
the world
The
of
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder,
Oh,
the base
okay.
Pathfinder world. Yes.
All right, all right, all right.
And also, the game that he plays on, the game that he runs on Saturday is literally in this world.
Oh no, that
No, that was the previous one.
Oh, okay.
They were in that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Well, if you know about them from that, you know about
Yes, a
them
little
here.
bit.
They're just slightly. They have a slightly better PR here. They like actually help
Mhm.
people instead of always being dicks.
So what exactly is the threat with them? 'Cause-
If you look at their territory, there's a lot of them.
What is their territory?
These flags.
Origin purple flags.
Okay. So you guys want to stage like a
fake attack by the Razmiri.
yes.
Which will then
And-
frighten the people of Beckinsale because you guys have a defensive pact where if one of you guys is attacked, the other will also go to war with the attacker. You both will go to war. You'll stir up propaganda about like separated, you guys are weak, etc., etc. Solshavan will recommend a referendum to essentially fuse the nations together. They'll keep their democratic privileges, but under Basilius.
So they vote up a mayor. The mayor swears loyalty to Basilius, and their mayor can run the town as long as they run the town within our laws.
What would I know about the people in Beckinsale?
Yeah, gain knowledge local.
Sing.
Yeah, so it's
You gonna roll a 1 again?
No. I
Eight.
rolled
Eight
a-
this time.
That
I'm
is
a-
+4 too.
I'm gonna play with the
39.
dice. The people of Beckinsale are a pretty normal. Here, actually, we can go to this. We can go to the place. One sec. Activate Beckinsale. Here we are. I forgot this is the first time we're actually loading into Beckinsale. At least in Foundry.
Mhm.
I remember this place. This is like one of the OG adventures.
Yes.
Back when we had that's back before Nile.
Yeah, Niall joined us in Beckinsale,
Yeah.
which was
Okay.
weird.
So Beckinsale is a small village right here, located on the Beacon Lake. It's called Beckinsale because it was sold to the Beacon family. That's why they named it Beckinsale. It formerly was a military stronghold of the Scardale Republic, back when the Republic was actually one nation and wasn't like a bunch of splintered factions and warlords. Basically, when the Republic was crumbling, they gave control of Beckinsale to the Forsaken Company, which is a mercenary group led by Solshavan and Gleesum Glun. Or Gleesum Glum. And when the Republic failed, there were like a bunch of the noble family, the Dudley family here in Dudley Hold, basically took control of the nation, and instead, the mercenaries of the Forsaken Company decided to side with the people, and they staged a pro-democracy revolution. and they overthrew and kicked out the nobles. And basically, since the collapse about 50 years ago, Beckinsale has been run as a essentially a republic, with Sol Sivan is the elected prime minister of Beckinsale.
Alright. Is there a lot of like is this a typical small
It's
village?
it's not small. It is a very decent sized town.
Okay.
Not as big as Chandler Cross, but
Alright.
still quite large. Maybe about the size of, like, a little bit smaller than, actually, no, a little bit, actually, no, it's hard to say, because you guys don't really have a medium-sized city. It's either a large city or, like, a small village.
What about compared to Bellwall?
It's less than Bellwall, by a little bit.
That's good. So there's probably a lot of common folk there too, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It's absolutely, there, the place is your classic, like, fishing
That I
side
understand.
town, yes.
That I understand. I
And
will
was that
okay.
goblins to the north, or what was it that was to the
Oh yeah,
north?
there's
here?
also a tribe of goblins who are actually pretty friendly. They actually just chill and trade with
They're
the town.
lazy as fuck.
Yeah, they're really lazy. There's a very lazy goblin tribe. And an orcish threat that actually has been eliminated by now.
Nice.
Like,
uh
we joked about that the leader will eventually not be able to even walk.
Yeah, they're run by a very obese goblin.
Yeah. Gobletto, the shockingly obese.
No, that was Greasus. He was chill. He basically was like, hey, you guys, you want to chill out? And they're like, no, we have somewhere to be. And he's like, okay, well, it's that way, bye.
We invited them to come work for us, and they said, "Why would we want to work?"
Yeah, they literally trade shiny things and weapons to Beckinsale for excess food, and they just chill out.
They've got to have run out of shiny things at this point.
Hey, no, they live what's it called? They live near a mine. They control what's it called? They control a silver mine. Is that
Wow, I did
this,
not know that.
This area here, actually, if you zoom in, you can see this is a mine entrance. You can see the track and everything. This is an old silver mine.
Oh, whatever happened? Did they ever hear back from the army that was supposed to be coming to see them?
They did. However, they were very easily repelled. They had no leader. They were meant to meet the noble here.
And we found his ass and beat him up.
We found like a leader of an army chilling in an abandoned hold, and then we beat the shit out of him and handed him over to Beckinsale and said, "Hey, here's a gift." Smiley face. And we're just like, what?
And then, yeah, he's basically a noble that was attempting to seize power in Beckinsale and reinstate his family. Yep, that's what you know about Beckinsale. It is a classic sort of idyllic republic alongside a lake.
mm-hmm. Rachel looks at the dragon and kind of goes, well, if I'm honest, I don't understand a lot about politics, but you know, if you want to influence a referendum, it shouldn't be too hard. I've done it before. So that is to say, just about anything could trigger the people into turning, and voting to you know, join what's your kingdom's name?
We are the devout pack.
He says in
And that is-
character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever been said in front of Ryoshi.
Ryoshi. Yes,
Okay.
our companion here, despite not knowing much of politics, excels in this sort of art. Fear-mongering and influencing the populace is his specialty.
It shouldn't
Alright,
be
I
too
retract
hard.
my statement. Ryochi would make a great counselor.
Yeah, that's what I'm built for.
Ryoshi could probably do this without us staging the fake assault.
Probably. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've done this before. I've done literally this.
Well, no, but there was a threat there. There was a
Yeah,
threat of
there was a
draconic imposters. Sus.
Yeah, but he could
Um,
just imply that the threat of the dragons and like everything that we just talked about. Ryoshi can just be like, "Yo, the devout pack's already friendly with us. The dragons are invading. They're getting closer every month. Our armies are weak, separated. We need to. If
Oh
things don't
shit,
combine-
you're right. I didn't. One sec. I actually have to do this while we're talking. I have to
Yeah, why don't we recommend that to Stone Siobhan?
No. The orcs
They
are doing
They
nothing.
moved that many tiles in 1 month.
Yep.
Jesus.
They're a
Who
big
moved what?
nation.
Yeah.
Wait, who moved what?
But
What's
what about the orcs we set up?
Where are the orcs? Oh, there they are.
Okay, they put up a small buffer.
Also, one sec. I gotta put this down here, right here. The Republic is steadily losing ground. Down here.
You ping again? I can't see.
Scardale is
Oh no, I see
losing
it.
hard.
Oh no, yeah, they are getting stomped on.
This all happened in 1 month.
Oh my god, they're gonna get
Yes.
cut
You
off.
did do the last dragon update last month.
I know. This is this month,
Damn.
or technically last month. Because I always do it on the first of every month.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is a little bulge here.
Yeah, no, I definitely think if we can if we
And
recommend that idea
not
to,
just Ryochi.
I definitely think if we recommend the idea to Soul Siobhan, she maybe might agree.
Perhaps Ryochi himself can influence this change without any interference from any of us.
Worth trying. It should take a little bit longer, if there's no active threat. But
It
I don't know,
will
a couple months.
it will be difficult.
I think you
My
can do it in a month.
Beck and Sale now has a long tradition of democracy.
No, this is still democracy.
Ryochi's literally like up on the pedestal, like, I love democracy. I love the Republic.
I love the devout pact. Just kind of like shrugs, holding out both hands, and then puts them together. Combined them.
Solshivan says, "You're welcome to try."
He looks over at Basilius.
Basilius nods.
Very well. Do you have a tavern?
We have several taverns, yes.
That's all I need.
Let's get a hold of Bo.
Oh, I also need to update other nations. While we're here, I'm gonna do this. One sec. Let's start here, pointing here.
Yep. Hold shift when you move them, Tanky.
Oh, wide flag.
Okay.
So they're now part of the Scardale,
Yeah.
anarchists,
Nope. These are the
Revolutionary
these are
unit.
the revolutionary union.
revolutionaries. Yeah,
These
sorry,
are the
revolutionary
anarchists.
unit. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
I don't think there's been any other real major movement because everyone's kind of stopped fighting.
Mhm.
Except the Union, who is still at war with the Republic. Alright. That's all the movement this round.
Okay. Alright, anyway, back to opinions.
For the sake, actually have everyone's opinions written down and that you brought. I had to write an opinion for everyone in that room.
What was Peyton's opinion gonna be?
Peyton didn't like the idea. He said it was too sneaky. He said they should just be honest.
Of course.
Peyton is lawful good.
What about snow scale?
Oh, I didn't write for one for Snowsail. He wasn't in the room.
What would he have
Snowscale.
thought?
I don't know. Ask him.
Okay.
He agrees with the
I-
big, strong dragon.
I teleport snow scale in.
Of course.
Niall says that. Niall's opinion is that it could be done quite easily, actually, if they were willing to have a few people die. He thinks that Ryochi's plan is too slow, and he disagrees with Ryochi.
I agree with Niall, but I don't agree with the war.
Zarab thinks that Ryochi's plan will be easier because people are more likely to be afraid if they aren't all dying. Because then, if people are all just dying, they're just gonna want to fight for revenge. Thorhalug does not like the idea of a false flag at all. He thinks that if we are just straight up and honest about our intentions, with enough convincing, we could just literally do it. Just convince them any other way. Talik agrees, but he doesn't necessarily not want the false flag. He just thinks that the false flag could be too risky if it fails.
I was wondering, could I try doing divination like I did to
Okay, divination. Yeah. A specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within 1 week. So you want to divine, is sending Ryochi to the to Beckinsale going to be a good idea?
Well, why don't we? You could divine if Ryochi fear mongering while we hold a week-long referendum. A good idea, if it'll work or not. Like exactly what we did with Bellwall. Like have Ryochi fearmonger at the same time we're holding the referendum.
You should probably give him a couple days before to truly infiltrate and become like a member of the, like he did for Bellwall.
Remember what's it called? Remember, a week is 10 days, so divination is actually stronger in Honorala than it is in Galarian.
Just divine that.
Alright. Yeah, I'll divine that.
Okay. You wave your hand, and you look into the future. Your Vecna's ceremonial vestments increases the amount by a d6. So I want you to roll me a d100, and the DC is 78 plus a d6. You focus inwards. However, one sec. You're what's it called? The future is too clouded at the moment to look into the future. You look and try to divine, but there are too many factors at play. You can't get a exact answer.
Oh yeah, you do high is bad, don't you?
Yep, highest bad.
Yeah.
He had to roll He had to roll 82 or less.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I'll explain to the party that I couldn't exactly divine. There's way too many factors to get a solid answer.
How much time do we have?
Solshivan says, we are not currently on a time limit. However, it is likely that we may be facing skirmishing forces within several months.
He shrugs.
If the Republic fails in its defense. With the Union at its back, breaking apart the smaller parts of the Republic while this war is happening, it is unlikely the Republic will be able to hold for long.
I've furthermore, we've sent about 5,000 orcs eastward to help fend off the Imperium. They were sent with the orders of scattering out and building as many camps as possible and rapidly reproducing.
It is possible that could hold them for several more months. However, that
Furthermore,
is just the war on our front. From the news that I've received from the
Scardale
war
is
front,
not doing well.
Daggerdale is not doing well. The elves in the Chondlewood are holding at a stalemate, even pushing the Dragonborn back in some places. The dwarves in the Five Kings Mountains far to the south are still held in place in their mountain fortresses. The land of Rasmiria in the far south and the Riverlands is quickly being looted and overrun. We may face a threat from the south before we even face a threat here. The Riverlands are too underdeveloped and undefended. Simple city-states and bandit kingdoms.
Yes. I suppose it's worth noting, Geglodir has pledged to aid us in any wars against the dragons.
Good. Another ally.
They're very thankful of us saving their above crowns from the orcish armies. They've been trapped in their city for many months.
Our peace and the peace of our cities depends on the Republic.
I fear for that. The Republic has a large front, but their armies are weak and ill-trained.
It is true. It is the first time that any of the Dales have seen war since, well, for several hundred years, since the wars with the elves. Even then, it wasn't really an all-out war, more just skirmishes. The armies are untested. The last major war was before even the invention of the rifle. Many armies are getting used to fighting in lines and rows with musket.
What was the dog's opinion on this?
Dog opinion, woof.
Damn bastard.
That's very insightful.
I think that's fucking horribly racist, Lee. How can you agree
Oh,
with the
here,
dog?
I literally put dog opinion in the gift search. Here you go. There you go.
Anyway.
I personally still believe that if we hold a week-long referendum and have issue fearmonger, it should speed up the process.
We could always just do both options.
Sure.
That would be unnecessary, I think.
I question if your town is truly headstrong enough to not back down in a case such as this.
What do you mean?
Ryochi can influence the people. We've proven an asset to every kingdom we've taken over in a similar manner, and even their own mayor advocating for this plan. The founder of the city. I find it hard to believe the citizens would truly force that hard back against
Sol Siobhan says, I did not found the city. I have been minister for only 2 years. There were
thought she founded
ministers
the city.
before me. Every 4 years we are elected.
Oh, I misunderstood her.
I am simply a recent favorite. I am on my 2nd term.
Well, in any case, my point still stands. I'm sure your town is in a state of near panic over the dragon armies approaching.
It is clear, but they are holding their own well.
Listen, you're still in doubt, I could go there and sort of survey everyone's opinions, so we can get an idea of how opposed to joining the. And he looks over at Basilius.
Devout path.
Isn't it? Yeah. How opposed they are to joining the devout path. It didn't take too long. 2 days, maybe.
She waves her claws and sort of morphs down into her humanoid form. Eyes at it, make it big again. Get down there.
What?
There you go. She said. There you go. She says. This is simply the planning. That could be a step that we take immediately.
We can go forward with this plan. If things look well, we hold the referendum and convert. If not, we can have planning set in place for the Rasmirian plan.
Indeed. She sort of rubs her throat to adjust her voice again. I fear for all of our safety. This plan, whatever it is, needs to be done soon. She quickly sort of waves over to Grissom, and he sort of steps over and picks the bags up. Well, do we need to speak of anything else, or shall we make our leave?
I believe not. I can arrange everything else that is needed.
Take this. She sort of reaches down into a sack and pulls out a small red and yellow stone.
I'll pocket it.
Just rub that stone. It's a sending stone when you need to speak with me.
Yes.
We'll be on our way. She sort of steps forward and pulls a scroll out. And begins using magic device.
Can I do a thorough search of the nearby area to see if there's anybody here?
If anyone were watching us, it would have been through divination.
Sol Siobhan and Gleason Glun
Teleport away.
are teleported away. They fade away into golden dust.
Wow.
Thorkelux says,
Basilius.
well, that was unexpected.
Ah, yes. I should have explained. It slipped my mind to tell you the circumstances before we came here. I wasn't sure if she would be revealing all of this.
Niall pipes up. How many secrets are you keeping from your spy keepers?
I'm
What I
surprised
missed.
I'm surprised you consider that a secret, Niall. You were there when we discovered it.
Indeed. He says, it was not publicly spoken to my group. It was not publicly spoken to my team, so I did not speak it.
Did you forget he was there?
Nope.
Okay.
He says, Talek speaks up and says, this plan is troubling. But it is, well, it has a chance to work.
That's why I hope Ryoshi can be successful. The Rasmirian plan is far more dangerous and more likely to result in much bloodshed.
Alex sort of reaches up and sort of rubs his forehead. The future is difficult to see. The world around us is clouded by war.
Yes, I attempted to see if my divination could help find a solution, but there's too many factors, and I could not see a clear path.
For us as well. The force is more out of balance every day. The bloodshed and suffering is tainting. I fear this will not be the end of this.
That reminds me. Talik, I know it's not exactly your forte. Can you seek out diviners? I believe I've produced a drawing of the Darksiders. I don't think I have the power
I
to
thought-
divine on them.
I thought you said that you only saw his mask.
Is that not enough to divine on somebody?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, if he isn't wearing the mask at the time, no.
Yeah, but if he is wearing a mask, right?
Okay.
You could
yeah.
always just monitor the mask.
Yeah, you could swear on an object, right?
Mhm.
If it's being worn, it would be as him doing the save. But
Yes.
he says, "Such a thing is possible. My foresight is never. It was never like what my master's was. My applications of the Force are more physical than the esoteric."
I'm trying to get a good grasp on the power, but I haven't been able to divine on him since he shunned me out last time.
I still have not been able to sense him. This is strange. There must be something
It's-
about him that is different.
There's too many forces at work. It's troubling.
Indeed. Talik sort of puts his hands in his sleeves and sort of relaxes. Shall we return home?
Yes. And now we deal with the cult. Basilius kind of
Yes.
murmurs under his breath, rocking away.
Yes, I have some words for the Roach folk.
Also, Ryochi's coming, assumedly.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
and we
he does-
return home.
Alright. Do 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 do.
On the
What is
trip back, Grim's gonna talk to Basilius about how to court a woman.
You want relationship advice?
From Basilius.
The least romantic person in the group.
Actually, he might ask Ryochi.
Ask Richie if you court a man. Oh no, he stole my seat!
Very similar colors on the tokens.
Alright, come on. What's your answer? How do you court somebody, Ryochi? Explain it, Shuzak.
Are you actually gonna ask Ryuichi?
Or are you gonna ask Basilius?
I'm gonna
What's
ask
your
them
choice?
both.
Right, Basilius would tell
Okay.
you. Basilius would tell you very point blank. Use your position of power to allure somebody. Get their interest.
You should use your position of power to force them into relationship with you.
No, don't force them.
I'm a
but,
writer at Nickelodeon.
Power is alluring. Just flex your power, and women will naturally flock to you. I'm sure you've had quarters on the streets already.
No.
I feel like he probably would have. Right,
Nah.
Kinky?
Yeah, he's
if
a
he
weird-
did,
he's a-
he didn't notice it.
Nah, he's a weird, gross cat with gross tentacles and now a robot arm.
Whoa, okay. The tentacles are also brand new.
Yeah, he's still a weird, gross cat.
Oh, yes. Turn off your tentacles for that.
Also, skinwalkers naturally make both animals and people uncomfortable. That's like the whole curse.
Perhaps you would do better in your human.
So yeah, doesn't Zack have that feature where... not the feature, the trait where... What's it called? If he is within 30 feet of an animal, it either tries to leave or is hostile.
How far is the dog from?
I think he retrained that. Yeah, he retrained that. He doesn't have
Yeah.
that. The only one that was immune to it was Only Friend. Remember Only Friend?
Yeah.
He's fucking useless.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
He's gonna become a mini boss we're gonna have to fight eventually.
He's a robo-cat now.
Dude, only friend could come to Bellwall with the cult of McCain.
It's okay. Okay. So Basilius, that's your advice?
You take human form and flex your power. Women will flock to you.
What if the woman holds more power than I do?
I believe there's only one woman here who does. And if my wife is coming towards you, you should inform me of such.
I think what Grim meant is physical power.
No. Grim means Sol Siobhan.
No. Yes. Yes. Sol Siobhan.
Technically, doesn't your daughter outrank Grim?
Yes.
Let's not get into that.
Also, yes, I'm not going.
Please don't flirt with
Basilius
my
would
newborn
not even
daughter.
consider that.
Please don't flirt with my newborn
Yeah,
daughter.
let's not consider that. God damn,
Looking
we're
at
trying
it.
to
Hey,
avoid
look, look. He wears the map flag with pride.
that.
Oh my god.
Oh no! I should not have laughed.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I'm gonna go
map,
take a shower
It's a
with bleach.
it's a Twitter thing.
map means minor attracted person.
Ah.
It's a
It's
group
a-
of people trying to join the LGBT community.
Yeah, pedophiles are trying to rebrand and join the LGBT community.
It's really funny because like they're already part of the LGBT community because
The-
that's what the community is all about.
I mean, if they're gay, yeah, they don't have to also be.
That's not what he means, Stinky. He was being homophobic.
Oh,
You should know better.
I thought Austin was literally just stupid.
No, he is stupid.
it's
He's
hard-
homophobic as well.
It's hard to tell the difference because Austin only has one voice and he's a psycho.
Yes.
Smiley face.
Even his
Anyway.
joking voice is like his serious voice. What dog
Anyway.
dog is also here. Is it dog?
The dog is also homophobic.
Is the dog who you're
Oh, is
flirting
it?
with?
Oh yeah. Are you flirting with the dog?
Oh
No.
wait, it's a male dog.
That's not gonna stop him.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't stop Grim.
The
Anyway.
dog part or the male part?
Anyway, what's Ryoshi's advice?
Yeah.
What exactly are you asking him?
How
How do I
to
get a
attract the interest of a woman.
You know what? I want to.
A powerful woman.
You just
wanna-
would probably be like completely unaware of your presence, and as soon as you ask those words, he just turns around and stares at you. You want to court someone?
Yes.
Oh,
Who?
Awkward finger touching.
oh, who do you want to court?
Well, she is very powerful and very old.
Can I sense motive this?
Yeah,
Is
make,
Grim blushing?
You wouldn't be able to see because he's got fur.
make
Is
a
that-
make
can
make,
I-
se- make a sense motive or whatever.
Which is sing.
Yeah, sing.
This is Grim.
Okay, Grim, make a bluff.
I automatically fail that.
Why?
But yeah, I because
He's like -3 bluff.
Oh.
there you go.
Okay, well he clearly means Sol Siobhan.
He just looks at you. Oh. Sorry, that's a little bit funny. Have you told Basilius?
I have asked him for advice. I have not told him who I'm trying to court.
This is
Would
great. I
you-
love this.
Would you prefer I didn't tell him?
Wow, being a little fucking snitch.
What do you mean?
Well,
Grim doesn't know that you know.
You know what? Never mind. If you want to court someone,
You also did see Sol Siobhan visibly say she wants nothing to do with devils.
Also, does Lee know how to court someone?
Oh, yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah, he's good.
That's
at
what
it.
he works with.
No, I mean, do you, the person
Me,
Lee?
the
Oh.
player.
Well, he's a bottom. Bottoms don't need to do anything to court somebody. They just need to exist.
Well, I have some spells.
Is the pussy pink?
Oh my god, Tanky. Get out of here.
Okay, goodbye.
Thorhall gets ready to fuck you.
Ryuichi kinda no, bye. Uh
There's already one bottom in this council, and it's Nile.
Ryuichi perks his head and goes, well, you could. You should probably try to pretend you're someone to be someone you're not. Although you don't seem particularly good at that. I
What
don't
do you
think she
mean?
would be interested
Oh
in
my
you.
god. Can I
Should I
also sense
pretend to
motive
be
to see?
Basilius?
This conversation is
No.
not happening in the room. We just don't have a map for that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she'd, she's not very much into demons or, but I could help you.
Lee can't hold back his laughter.
Cast Unnatural Lust on Sol Siobhan.
Cast matchmaker on both of them.
Oh, you could spike her with a phylactery of love.
I could. Ryuichi would.
Wait, Matchmaker is actually a spell. You entice
Yeah.
drifters to become romantically interested in each other.
But it's only for like 7 hours.
Oh, it's only for 8 hours.
Dude, give her a phylactery of love. There's no saving throw.
Can we not drug and assault like dragon lady?
I mean that's Grim. Grim is the one asking. We're just offering.
Grim will ask for your help. Yes.
Ryuichi
Grim
looks like
is
he's
a
about
young
to burst
boy.
out laughing.
Okay.
Ryochi would just recommend the phylactery of love.
Well, there's many spells that can do the trick. Even some potions.
And how would we implement this?
It could probably be done, although she does seem to have a form of true sight, which might complicate things a bit. Well,
Not phylactery, filter of love.
Yes.
yeah. Well, I suppose while I'm in her city, I could try to get more information about her as well.
Would you?
Yeah, of course. Sounds fun. Sounds like a disaster for her.
What?
Nothing.
You guys gotta remember, he's still a teenager.
Yeah, he's 18.
That does explain it, but also is not an excuse.
He's also not a good person.
No.
The dog heard all that.
I mean, look at my role models.
Immediately,
I've
Ryuji-
already started to act more like Niall, and Basilius has noticed.
Why don't you ask Alice when you get back?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would ask Alice.
Alice is literally the only person who actually in this whole room actually that has actually gotten someone that she likes to marry her.
Oh, how has Alice been enjoying the last 10 days since I've been showing her love and affection?
She's been happy, especially because she's a lot more happy around Katarina than specifically because it's also you.
Anyway, after Grim is done talking to Ryuichi, Ryuichi will immediately go over to Basilius.
You're not actually here, but this is to
I
represent.
know.
Yeah.
Basilius?
Yes.
Ryuichi looks like he's about to burst out laughing. So Grim has a crush.
Oh, good. We need him to further his bloodline.
Basilius is literally Rush is literally this emoji.
Yes, it's on the dragon lady though, which
That's
seems
foolish. I believe she's out of
I
his
know.
grasp.
yes, but it would be really funny to if we could help him.
I believe that might be impossible. I think it would be better if you crush his hopes.
That could work too.
Just the laugh from Zach really set me off.
To be honest, I thought the same thing. She seems way too powerful to fool with a phylactery or, sorry, a filter or a
Filter?
spell. A filter of love.
Basilius thinks that could be possible, but would be difficult.
Imagine having control of that dragon lineage.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd love to get you a half dragon bloodline.
Ryoichi will point
Do
that
you
out
have
for
such
you.
filters?
Unfortunately, not. But oh, thank you. What do I know about filters of love?
Filters of love are surprisingly cheap.
Really?
They're
Yes.
3,000 gold.
1,500 craft.
But are they easy to find?
No.
Would I know?
That
We
is-
have a potion maker in town.
You have a. You do have a. The potion maker in town is like a nice old man. He's not gonna make you a filter. That's
Alistair can do it.
that's an incredibly illegal item. That is like a permanent roofie.
Yikes.
Yeah, that is an incredibly illegal item.
Oh God.
Alistair can make it.
It requires the target to know charm, monster, and permanency to increase its, the chance to succeed. But you could try it, yeah.
Alistair, even without those, he ought to succeed.
This potent preparation causes the creature who drinks it to fall madly in love with the first creature that he, she, or they perceives.
Yeah, so we would need to set up a scenario where you make her drink it while she's asleep.
The target's attitude towards the creature becomes helpful. If a romantic attraction is possible, the drinker falls in love with that person. Otherwise, it becomes platonic adoration. The effects of this potion are permanent unless removed by break enchantment, dispel magic, limited wish, miracle, remove curse, or wish.
Yeah, we need to set up a scenario where you sneak into her room, feed it to her, and then Grim comes through the front door and wakes her up.
So when she's visiting us for diplomatic reasons.
Possibly. Or even just in her home.
However, the thing is, you would need to sneak up on a adult gold dragon.
Yes.
Who was able to spot even Ryoichi.
Yes.
And has a life sense.
Those senses wouldn't matter while she's asleep.
True, but
she would still have like plus 20, 30 perception. But
I honestly think this is not worth it.
Well, the thing is, you get
we
plus
decide
20
if it's
no,
worth
no, no,
it.
Listen, you get plus 20 stealth from being invisible. Ryoichi probably has like plus 15 on his own.
No, wait. How much
You have
stealth do I
plus
have?
8.
I have plus 8.
she would have
Oh, you
plus.
have no
She would
dragon.
have plus 30. She would have plus 22 while sleeping.
And you have plus 28 while invisible.
The only thing is, it's not like a drop. It's like a potion, right?
Is there any way we could do it through bluff? Because my bluff is ridiculous.
You could also.
Her
I don't
sense.
think.
I promise you, her sense motive is more ridiculous than your bluff.
Are you
She
sure
has- she
with
has-
glibness?
She has almost plus 40.
Oh,
Ryoichi has plus.
wow.
Ryoichi has plus 48 bluff.
I'm pretty sure I do. Wait. Oh no, I'm gonna get plus 40.
Yeah,
something
plus
bluff.
47 bluff.
But as how he's been rolling,
And also, if you do try this and she catches you, she will kill you.
That is true.
Because you are attempting to permanently enslave her mind.
Yes.
yeah, like I don't see this
Look,
as
this
worth
is
We
a
are
question
it.
for
Kind
you.
also
of
You
an
haven't
like-
been
evil
asked.
campaign.
This is pretty
Yeah.
evil. Even for evil campaigns, this is pretty evil.
However, it's also pretty good for us if it works.
And Ryuichi is a fucking sociopath.
Basilius, Basilius isn't against enchantment magic either, which is why he entertains the idea.
Ryochi is Austin in real life.
Yeah.
Wow, only Lee laughed. Kind of cringe.
I don't know
I think
Austin well
I
enough.
think the plan has a solid. I think the plan has a solid chance of working. It's a matter of making her drink it while you're.
You would also
Well,
have to
she's
make
asleep.
sure she doesn't see anyone else.
Well,
Well, that-
she.
Well,
we
that's the
could
point.
just invite her for a meal.
If she accidentally sees like Ryochi or like the dog, she would like fall. She wouldn't fall in love with the dog, but she would love the dog, like a good
I
boy.
mean, for us, that's virtually the same result.
True
It's just
Sight
not for
does not
Grim.
let you see through filters of love.
Nope, it doesn't.
What about charm magic? What
Oh,
about
actually, one sec. I gotta roll her sexuality.
Is it?
Hey, one sec. I'm rolling on the Kinsey scale.
do I sense motive to see if the dragon is gay?
No, I'm just rolling in advance.
I know, but is there any way I can tell?
Okay. She is predominantly homosexual, but she can be incidentally heterosexual. So she's bi, leaning gay.
I mean, if she falls in love with anyone but Grim, that is still the exact same result for us. We get a powerful dragon.
The only bad thing would be if it's Basilius.
That would be complicated. So just remove
No, it
Basilius
wouldn't.
from the room.
It would just be another concubine.
Alice would
That's
not
true.
like that, and also that's not very good for their marriage, which Basilius is trying to 100% keep good for the kid.
We can just keep Basilius out of the room.
Oh, I'm muted. No wonder everyone's ignoring. Well, the thing is, Siobhan's patient. She would wait until Alice dies and then court me, right?
I mean, if she was in love with you,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, they have similar lifespans.
Hmm.
She wouldn't, what's it called? Cause she's lawful good, she wouldn't, like, ruin your marriage. She would understand, like, she
Yeah,
can't
she
be
just
with
waited
you.
out. Like
Yeah.
in 40 years, Alice is probably gonna die. And for Siobhan, 40 years would be nothing.
Siobhan is only, like, 250 years old.
I
So
love
they
how
can-
I brought this up jokingly, and we're actually seriously considering it.
This is your fault. We're gonna date rape this woman because of you.
What the fuck? Did I just come back to that word?
Quote that.
Soul Siobhan is left-handed. I have a big chart of random physical and mental attributes.
Hey, Tangy,
Uh,
are we
alright.
allowed, like, as a campaign, are we allowed to do this?
No.
Okay.
If you do this, I will ban you. That is this specifically, this situation that we're all talking about in like a joking manner, is one of the only things in my games that are absolutely not allowed to be shown. It can be implied and like in a backstory, right? But it can never be shown in a game.
Okay.
It is simply
Meanwhile, this is happening. Can I head down to Undercross to speak to the Roach folk?
We're on
In the
ship
airship?
still.
Oh, we're still in the airship? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
it's a 2-hour ride back.
All right. Basilius would entertain the idea and then say, "No, I think it's better you just crush his hopes."
That
That's
is
fair
so- Oh man.
Perhaps tell him Siobhan's out of his reach and he should search for somebody else.
I'll do that, but like,
More
The oth-
devastatingly.
There's another
Yes.
woman on the council, right? Are there women on this council?
Is there?
Nope.
Wow, this is really like a huge sausage fest, huh?
You didn't. Well, you didn't. Like, we had one woman who applied, and we offered her a position on the council, and she said, "Nah."
She wanted a better, but you gave her a shit position that she didn't want.
Well, no, she was somebody who loved spying on people, and we offered her the spy master position.
Oh, that's because she wanted to be her consort.
Where is she now? Is she fucking? She's like a prostitute or something, probably.
Yep, she was a prostitute beforehand.
You know how much more money she'd be making? And she'd still be able to sleep with anyone she wants. She turned out such a good gig.
Hey, if you can't get what you want, you don't have to settle for less, okay?
She did settle for less. She's a prostitute.
Well, being a prostitute is not really settling for less when you're married to Basilius. It's basically like being single, except you are legally not.
No. Compared to being a spy master of a kingdom.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what she wanted. Dingus.
She loves spying on people. It's the literal perfect job.
Well, hey, I like D&D, but I wouldn't do D&D if I was getting paid to do it, like as a full-time job.
If somebody paid you $100,000 a month to DM for them, you wouldn't take it.
There is no real job that pays $100,000 a month.
It doesn't matter. There is. It's called being Elon Musk.
That's not a real job. You know that's not a real job.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
In any case, we return to Chandler Cross.
Okay. You all sit in your seats, and the scene resets.
Right. Well. My inquisitors are currently searching for the location of the Lolith cult. I believe we should send Ryochi off.
It's one syllable, by the way. Lolth.
Lolth.
Lolth. Yep.
We send Ryochi off. I don't know. I guess we can search. Yeah, let's head down. Okay, so we send Ryochi off. We go down, start searching for the cult. And then in 2 days, whether or not we found the cult, we head to the Forsaken Company.
All right. To the map. So, what is the approach here to go to Beckinsale? Ryochi, give me your plan.
First of all, I want to go there and immediately, I want to like.
I want to immediately tell Sol Siobhan about Grimm's crush.
No, I'm gonna tell. Before I go, I'm gonna go up to Grim and tell him to shoot a shot.
Okay. Grim,
And I'll give him like the.
You get the go ahead. Like, yeah, you can do it, buddy.
Yeah, I'll give like a very meek, encouraging monologue about how you'll never know unless you try, and then just keep that in mind so I can watch it later. And then I think I guess I would.
You record the
wanna,
DVR.
Yeah, I'll laugh for a long time. That's gonna be so funny. Anyway, I wanna when I get to Beckinsale, I wanna go to the tavern and sort of introduce myself as a bard. What check do I make to get the vibe of?
That
I kinda
is
wanna, like-
diplomacy.
I kind of want to like covertly
It'd be,
try to.
it'd be diplomacy or sense motive.
Yeah, I'll do sense motive. I want to know what people think of the. You know the. You know.
All right. So, you spend the first day gathering information.
Yes.
Specifically about Sol Siobhan.
No, about. No. About the.
Opinion of the devout pact.
Yeah. No. We're not doing Grimm's crush. With a
Aw,
45
what
chat.
The Grimm's Crush side quest. You get like a very unique item from that side quest. Let's see. Opinion of the Devout Pact. So, there is a great amount of people who basically be like, okay, what about them, right?
Yeah.
Who are like just neutral. Like, they don't care, really. They're like,
Mhm.
okay, we're allied with them because, you know, we're both smaller nations, but also I don't have an opinion.
Mhm.
There's also a few people who are just apolitical, like they just literally don't care.
Mhm.
People just don't exist. You just get them out of here. There is a small contingent, and by small I mean like medium small, that basically
Mhm.
say like, okay, so Basilius is like a new tyrant, right?
Mhm.
Basically like, uh, asking like, okay, so he basically took over the Flame Fang, and that's how so basically Basilius is a new warlord.
Mhm.
That's basically a lot of those people's opinions.
It's an interesting
Yeah,
opinion,
a very.
considering I've declared war on no one.
We declared no war on nobody and let I think all of the people we've
As well as
subjugated keep their original structures.
there are people who, because Basilius is a noble and has declared himself to be a noble, they just don't like him.
Mhm.
They have a long Republican tradition here,
Yes.
especially because beforehand they were Republic for like 700 years. The Scardale Republic stood. So
Okay.
the people here really don't know anything but that. Nobles were like, you know, for show, right? Like, they were rich
Mhm.
and fancy because they owned businesses and their families owned things, but, right, like, they didn't actually have any real power in the government. At least not on paper, right? Um, there is a few people who are like, okay, you know, it's clear that the lives of Chandler Cross and the Devout Pact people have improved from Basilius, but I don't really know too much about Basilius. Plus, there was those rumors of consorting with devils, and even some people hear that what's it called? They have an affinity for the undead in Chandler Cross.
Mhm.
Literally, I think only monstrous creatures have been raised, and that's about it.
Yep, that's pretty scary still, for the average person.
Hmm.
Um, Especially because, you know, they don't know they don't know your laws, they don't know what your culture's like, they're just hearing
Mm.
rumors.
Mhm.
There's a contingent of people that are like, yeah, you know what, Basilius is, despite being a noble, Basilius has done a lot to help people. So they're pro Basilius. I would say let's break the percentages down, right? So,
Yes.
about 35% of the population is neutral on the issue.
Mhm.
Sorry. Did I spell neutral right? I'm pretty sure I spelled neutral correctly. Okay, yes.
Yes. Yes, you did.
About 15% of the population is anti-Basilius, or let's rate, anti-noble. Specifically for that reason. 5% is anti
Basilius.
Basilius as a person.
Mhm.
Either he's a tyrant
And
or
they
like
do not like you.
either he's a tyrant or like he's domineering, etc.
Dude, that's 20% of the population, Azriel. Consider what percent of the population doesn't like Trump or who's our current president? Joe Biden.
Lula. Duh. Lula's the current president.
20% hates me is a great percentage.
Let's see. There's about 10% of the population that is pro Basilius. Specifically because of his improvements to the region, both health wise and education wise. Let's see. There's another 20% of the population who is... What's the word? No. I'm not gonna put it like that. One sec. Give me another day of sense motive.
Okay. Two. God damn it.
5% of the population just literally doesn't care. They just want to live their lives. They don't care who's in charge.
What about the what is the threat? The
Rasmirians?
Dragon.
the
The
dragon.
dragon.
Oh, the dragons? Yeah.
How are people feeling about the dragons?
People are always worried about it. Whenever you bring it up, people are afraid. Dragons are a well-known fear, especially here. This is literally... The mountains that you guys are in are literally called the Dragon Wall Mountains, because dragons live on the other side of it, right? Or in the mountains. Especially during the Dragon Plague, which was essentially a rise in draconic populations. Which is likely the first wave, basically, of the invading force. There was a lot of dragons all throughout Shondath and Kalimshan, and adventurers spent many, many hours and days and weeks hunting and killing or fending off draconic threats. Even a small dragon, even a baby dragon, is significant for a town. Is like a significant threat.
Okay. So, I would like start performing when I get there. Do I have contact with Basilius?
What's the
I'd
last
give you a
30%?
The last 30%, 10% of them are willing to essentially they are adamant about let's see, not 10%. There is a 5% minority who is pro overthrowing Basilius.
That's funny.
I want to believe they're like the tinfoil hat people. I swear.
No, they're pretty just average folks. They just don't believe that monarchy or any sort of nobility has any place in Scardale anymore. They're not just the anti-noble. They're adamantly anti-noble.
Well, I mean, no. That's essentially being like completely stupid. Being pro-revolution in the middle of a dragon invasion. You've got to have 13 IQ to have that opinion.
You can definitely tell it to their faces.
I would.
No,
yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
punch me.
What's it called? There is a small portion, 5%, who is pro just the merger altogether. Just without any extra opinion, they think that we should probably work closer together.
Okay. Is that all?
Nope, there's still... let's see. There's still 15% more. And those 15% are children.
Okay, so fuck no. No.
So why are we getting the opinions of
They
children?
don't vote.
We
No, I'm
just
getting
want
the
the
demographics.
opinions
No.
of voters.
No, I mean, like, yeah, they can't
Of the
vote.
population.
Because 15% of the population is children.
Yeah, they don't vote. We're not getting their opinion.
I mean,
that-
you sway the neutral party.
They're also not parties. They're people with a bunch of different views. They just have
Yes.
this
I know.
specific view.
And
But if we can
presumably,
sway, like, all
presumably,
the neutrals.
at least 10% of the neutral population would probably become pro-merger once Sol Sivan starts advocating for it.
But,
Like,
you know that Sol Sivan has... If you were to guess, like, an approval rating out of 100, Sol Sivan is, like, at 85. She's a well-loved figure.
That's a lot.
yeah.
She's like, well, first thing, well, because she was the leader of the Forsaken Company, she's like a folk hero, right? That's why she's elected.
Mm-hmm.
But then also during her terms, she has been very good. So she's just kind of like all around a dope person.
What did you say you gave me, Austin?
Herpes.
For contact?
Oh, ascending orb. You can talk to me at will.
Okay, I will I will inform you of what I found so far. And also that I don't think it would be that hard to convince people to vote for annexation.
All right. Well, begin swaying the opinion and head to the Siobhan's manor and begin and tell her to start the plan. We'll be
Alright.
there in a few days.
I'll do that.
You do that.
Okay, and I would like to perform too, just so I.
To make a bucks on the side.
Yeah, and I also want to like do
Ingratiate himself.
performances. Yeah, and also like sing songs about, like to sway the population. Like, I don't know, a song
Sing
Sing
about-
songs of the
Basilius's
devout.
honor.
Yeah, Basilius's honor and the good deeds
Yeah,
of the
things
devout
like
path.
that.
But don't be too
But,
obvious.
but not that
about-
overt. Yeah, not
Yeah.
that obvious.
You
But
should
like
vote.
story, maybe a song about, I don't know, two kingdoms who had to work together to overcome like a very dangerous war or something like that.
That's literally
Just
overt.
subtle. No, subtle. I can roll a bluff if you want.
Just give me sing to convince, and then give me perform. So I guess give me sing twice.
Okay, can I take 10 on this? Oh, that was to
Oh.
convince.
Nice.
Can I take 10 on the perform roll?
Not if you were trying to make a song from scratch. No.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, that was so close.
That was so close to a nat one.
Well, that one still would have been 28, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
One sec. There's someone knocking on my door. One sec. I'll be right back.
Man, I love how I have 2 roles. Sing and sometimes dance.
I'm back. Sorry, the people that I live with accidentally locked themselves out. Hello, you guys? I'm back.
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, good. I can hear you. All right, Ryochi, you did very good. Good boy.
Nice.
You
Here,
get head pats.
I'm gonna get a head pat emoji. There you go. There you go. So. Okay, you do a significantly decent job on the convincing, as well as attempting to improv a song, a folk song from nothing. Let's see. Alright. So let's cut back to... there's not exactly a scene for this, but what do you guys want to do? Grim, Basilius, and Azrael during this 10-day.
I want to seek out. I want to work with my Inquisitors to find the cult. I want to like and probably have probably also have my cult like a number of the higher level cultist not cultists, number of the higher level priests. So I'd probably bring down like two of the wizard twins, 2 or 3 of the 5th level priests, etc., and have them kind of start working on the drow population while my inquisitors watch from the sidelines, feeling out who seems too opposed to the idea, so that we can signal out who the Lolith followers are.
I'm gonna go murder a roach folk.
Why?
Because I desperately want more followers, and just seems like a good reason to be a dick.
I think the proper answer that he's not saying is he was killing them as punishment for allowing another religion to come into the town.
Well, specifically one as bad as like freaking a wolf.
What do you guys know about Loth?
She is the
religion check.
embodiment of all evil of elves. Chaotic
I have-
evil.
Yeah, she's the main drow goddess. If anyone has knowledge of religion, you can roll it.
I can. I just need to click my character token. Real quick.
You can go to actors.
Yep, I forgot about that. I'll be second.
I'll put Art of Loth in the chat.
34.
32.
All right. 34 and 32 are really good. You know a lot about Lolth. So, Lolth is the mother of Drow. She's the ex-wife of the elven god Alir. She basically, she's actually an invader, technically. Although she has, because the Drow are not native to Arala. They have their own star systems that they're native to. Basically, back in the day, with your plus 30, you know the lore, like the history. Back in the day, the Drow were spiders. They were just literally spiders, like sentient spiders. And basically, Lolth hated how they looked. Even though she loved spiders, she longed for more conventional beauty. So she tricked Alir into basically giving her some of his power so that she could essentially make their races one. Right? But then she basically flipped him off and was like, hey, my people are beautiful. Now, later, nerd. And they divorced. She also tried to kill him to take more of her power, but he defeated her. She was cast into the Maw as punishment, that is where she remains, waiting to eventually be freed. She's the goddess of chaos, darkness, drow, evil, and spiders. Lolth does not take kindly on those who let personal grudges bring vengeance or shame. Lolth pits clerics of hers or cultists of hers against each other to see which one is the best and the most powerful. And her edicts are to create fear and weed out the weak and rebellious, convert or destroy non-believers, sacrifice males, slaves, and other races. And
yeah, no thank you. Just no all that.
It is a sin of Lolth to love or respect others, to aid non-drow, or to kill or mistreat spiders.
So yeah.
And Lolth, of course, have her own children with Alir. She has Cain and Drakira, which are the two different elven gods, both the god of elven men and god of elven women, or drow men and drow women, in respect.
Yeah. Basilius will be going around to all the new drow with his church. Probably like 20 members of the church. 20 to 30. And just kind of prophesy, talking to them about Babylon, trying to convert them. Like I said, Inquisitors will be watching to gauge their reactions.
I'm just gonna gather up my roach followers, pick one of the 8 I have, and make him the scapegoat, and just level four inflict wounds on him.
Alright? After a speech in which you blame this one roach for assumedly something that is definitely not his fault, you reach your hand out and touch him, and he shrivels into dust and dies. Everyone is very scared. Give me intimidate.
And I'll remind the rest of the group to let no other religions in Undercross except Babylon and Vecna.
All right.
Intimidate. Yeah, man. What?
I saw your intimidate score.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I checked my intimidate score. That is not good.
You guys, come on.
I didn't even roll it yet, so calm down. I could get something halfway decent. Watch me get a 1, I swear. Oh!
Nat
Okay!
20.
Alright? Instead of being more pissed about you killing him, they respect your word as the voice of Vecna. The followers of Vecna will be fervent in their opposing of non-specific religions.
I mean, that
I
does.
think that is the first nat 20 I've gotten in this entire game.
So Tanky, that does actually grow his cult.
Yes.
He gains 3 new first roaches and 1
Ettercap. Oh, you get your first Ettercap witch.
Yay!
I have updated the chart.
Right.
I'm so happy that I ended up being a nat 20. Oh, Christ.
Let's see. So, I'm also gonna roll a d2 to see who... Alright. After a long few days of scouring through Undercross, the Church of the Cult of the Damned are the ones to discover the Shrine of Lolth. However, the shrine appears to be abandoned. Many things are taken, especially valuables, and they've been scattered about. It seems like this cult realized that you guys were coming after them and are now going deep cover. The cult of Vecna just burns the shrine down.
How do I do
That's
converting
fine.
them?
What's that?
How do I do converting the general masses of Drow? You want me to?
Well, what's it called? Babylon's teachings aren't necessarily antithetical to Drow culture. You get like a few Drow men. You get definitely no Drow women join your group. Drow society, as anyone who would know, is a very gender-based society. They're a very strict matriarchy. Let's see. Yes, the Shrine of Wolf is burned by the Cult of the Damned.
And then we'll use Detect Evil on all the female Drow around. Because any clerics of Lolth will show an evil aura.
Alright, with those like, extreme measures, you're able to find and arrest 2 different Drow women who have auras of evil. You can't tell like what god, but they do have evil auras.
So we won't like straight erase them off the street, but we will then peg them, and my Inquisitor will specifically follow them.
Peg them, AO.
So he'll specifically watch them for like 2 or 3 days, and then as soon as like they meet up with other followers, we step in and bust them.
They don't.
They don't?
No.
But yeah, we'll just once they leave their house, we'll scour he will scour their house for any proof of who they worship.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they are both discovered to be, well, they both have holy symbols of Lolth in their homes.
Okay, they'll both be arrested.
Okay. You arrest them both. One is a 3rd level cleric, and one is an 11th level cleric.
Holy fuck!
They are both just arrested and brought to the prison in, what's it called? In Chammercross.
Yeah, we'd arrest them at night so they couldn't put up a resistance.
An 11th level cleric. I do not want to imagine what type of magic she could have used.
5th level. It's pretty easy to
Huh.
imagine.
Well, I'm not used to Pathfinder spell like stuff, so it's much different in my own brain.
It's some high tier magic.
Right. And that probably takes like 7 or 8 days.
Yep, but they are arrested, and due to just essentially jumping them and essentially restraining or pinning them and then cuffing them, they, what's it called? As well as getting rid of their holy symbols so they can't cast. They are arrested without any incident or deaths. However, during the in the fire, 5 roach folk are killed.
Jesus Christ. I like how my cult stages this whole sting operation, and then your cult just finds a shrine and burns part of the downtown.
It burns it burns like a small neighborhood. However, because the fire spread very slow, it was pretty easy to avoid.
Then how the fuck did these 5 morons die?
Because it was a whole neighborhood.
I'm so confused on that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief.
I can't believe. I love the difference between our churches.
Yeah, yours is like an well-organized machine. Mine's a fucking broken cog.
Well, you literally, I mean, it's the difference between your guys' faiths. He is like all about law and order, and you literally have a mob of cultists.
Alright, and then we will teleport you back in Salem.
I hope one day I can organize the cult better into a.
We will arrive just
functioning.
on the horizon of back in Salem.
Okay. And you fly, fly the airship in.
Yep. Can you what?
I was gonna say if I should bring my undead, but now I'm gonna leave those behind.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, probably for the best. Just leave them back in.
Okay, you and your crew fly on in. You sort of like touch down nearby. There is a like procession that comes to meet you, especially like children who are like super hyped to see an airship. There is a and as you sort of park and you leave your crew to essentially man the ship while you enter the town, you meet with Ryochi in a tavern nearby.
I will bring Alice and Katarina if they want to come.
They do.
Mm-hmm. So,
by this point, Katarina is already walking on her own.
Hog? Oh yeah, it is 20 days from now? Yeah?
What?
Nothing. I said it's like 28 days from her birth.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
She's getting the hang of walking, and she is trying, and what's it called? Alice is trying to get her to speak.
Mm-hmm. Just use comprehend languages on her. All right, baby, this is how you do it.
Teacher, use the tongue spell.
Yeah, cast tongues on a baby. Okay, baby, you literally can understand. Well, it forces them to understand you. They don't necessarily need to like grasp what you're saying super well, but they can understand it.
Man, that's a crazy way to teach your baby.
Hey, baby, you literally can understand me, right? The baby like nods.
Just imagine that.
That's how Basilius got the baby to stop crying. He'd have a priest come in and cast tongues on the baby.
It's like, hey, baby,
ask, what's up?
What's wrong, baby? The baby would then speak to you in like broken English.
What? Wah.
Super weird. I thought about child rearing with magic.
That is how Basilius would raise her, by the way.
what's it called? Talik would also ask to come.
Yep, he can come.
Anywhere that Katarina goes, Talik repeatedly asks to come with.
Oh, I'll tell Talik you can just follow us everywhere.
Okay. He's just gonna stand in the background of scenes.
just in the far right corner of every scene.
Yeah, he's like he's like an extra in a cartoon. Like if you can point out like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, that's that guy.
Like when cartoon characters do cameos in other shows.
Yeah, like cameos in other shows. Yes, exactly. Talik has a cameo in every scene. All right, you gather with Ryochi at a tavern while Alice takes Katarina out to see the town. Talik follows them to make sure that they don't.
Yeah,
What's it called?
I was gonna
anything
say,
happens.
either Grim or Talik should follow them.
Follow who? Wait, what? Sorry, I just got back.
Katarina, Basilius' wife and Katarina are gonna wander the town to explore.
Yep, and Talik will
Talik-
follow
Ta-
them to bodyguard them.
Yeah,
Yep.
Grim will walk with them if Basilius wants him to.
I tell you to be in human form, by the way.
Of course.
I like to imagine that the forms have different levels of filth, and like the human form is disgusting because he never uses it. It's just like
He's a-
No,
he
the
desperately
human
needs a shower.
form. The human form is now clean shaven, nice suit and tie.
definitely not nice suit and tie. Unless you wear it under your armor and take it off.
Hmm.
Even then, it'd be super sweaty. Anyway, you sit down. You all sit down with Azrael, not Azrael, Ryochi. Basilius, are you sending Grim to go guard your wife with Talik, or is Talik enough and you want Grim to be here?
I tell Grim he can come or go with whatever group he wishes.
Grim?
Grim just stares at Basilius.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
I guess that's the choice. Ryochi, you meet with the gang in the tavern that you've been working at for about a week. The vote is coming to the vote is coming to an end tomorrow.
I'll spend the last day kind of making. Oh, yeah, I'll spend the last day making a public appearance and speaking to all the neutral people.
I would love to start preaching, but that could probably hurt our reputation, so I'm probably not gonna.
Oh,
Make
that's hilarious. One sec, I need to get my city encounters because your wife has a random encounter.
Oh
Uh-oh.
dear. Yeah, I think you should have gone, Miss Grim.
Okay, well that encounter is kind of pathetic. It's just a mugger.
Somebody tries to mug the wife of a noble.
Well,
as
she's
they
well,
have
she's
an armed
take a-
guard.
No, Talik is actually not armed or even walking alongside her. He's just
Oh.
following her. However, when the mugger
Well,
does,
if Grim knew that, he would have gone with her.
well, yeah,
That's
if you,
fine.
If he
to
knew
follow Smith.
Talik would, if he knew Talik would not really be with them,
well,
he would
Talik,
have
I
made
say,
sure he was a
I say,
presence.
Talik does not say that. He just says, "I'll go with them."
Yeah.
Well, Talik. I'm actually gonna roll to see how he reacts, because he could very easily resolve this situation.
You can just walk up and mind trick the mugger into leaving.
Okay. The mugger approaches them by surprise, and reflexively, Talik will swing his saber, non-lethally.
Oh dear.
Talik swings and severs the mugger's arm at the elbow.
Non-lethally, he says.
That's as non-lethal as you can get.
At least with my scythe, I can bonk him with the stick portion.
The mugger like points a pistol at my wife, and just his arm falls to the ground. like,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. He has his arm severed. He's then arrested.
Well, he's not going in handcuffs.
He's Well, he is. Yeah, what's it called? He is unconscious. He's in shock.
Yeah, I think anybody would even just lose an arm like in a split second.
Uh, Obviously that is news for everyone in town, but this referendum is also very important. You see that guy
Yeah,
with the light sword who cut that guy's arm off?
I'm gonna recommend Grim follow them just in case if anything else like that happens.
Oh, that happened. What's it called? That is brought to you guys at basically the end of your meeting with Ryochi. So as soon as you go out for public appearances, it's like, hey, your bodyguard
wife is
cut
a
someone's
jack.
your bodyguard cut someone's arm off.
I can't believe somebody would try and mug her.
I mean, she's just like a random lady with a baby. Pretty easy to mug.
Shouldn't she like be wearing like
But
at
in
least
broad
like fine
daylight,
jewels?
walking down the street.
Well, not in broad
Yeah, like-
daylight. It was likely during either a turn or in a street where not a lot of people are around. Obviously, you wouldn't mug someone in broad daylight.
Anyway,
Well,
I want to
still
make
like
public appearance
All right,
and give speech.
all right. Give me a general idea of what you're gonna say.
Basilius will harp on the kind of just, stroke his own dick about how he's helped the region. Talk about the division amongst the country, and how the divided country is falling to the dragons. The dragons are claiming thousands of miles of land every month. And they will soon be upon us. We need a united front to stand together. And Basilius believes this only possible if everyone flies together.
All right, give me diplomacy.
I want to cast guidance on him for a +1.
37. All right. Okay, that is significant. That's a good speech. After the speech, you are brought the news of Talek slicing that guy's arm off. Talek justifies it by saying, he surprised him. He wasn't paying attention. Hey, I mean, it's like, hey, I mean, he jumped out at me. What was I gonna do?
I thought you weren't one to be surprised.
He says, I was paying too much attention to Katarina. I wasn't focusing on myself.
Be careful how you react. It'll have impacts on her growing up. If your first response is to cut somebody's arm off, she may see that as how she should act as well.
It's important she understand non-lethal self-defense. He sort of
I
just...
think both of us have a very different definition of the word non-lethal, and he does with air quotes.
He says, plenty of men can survive without one arm.
I'll give you that point, but
It'll teach him not to do it again.
I agree.
Yeah, true. I don't think he's gonna rob anybody.
Talek sort of stows away. He just puts the saber in his robe so he doesn't have, like, easy access to it anymore.
I feel like Talik might feel a little bad about that.
No, I'm pretty sure he does. Honestly.
He didn't want to cut the guy's arm off, but
It was just instinct.
yeah. I mean, he's like a fucking 400-year-old warrior monk with a laser sword.
Yeah, he can be forgiven for like that. Like it's basic instinct for
says-
him for that type of shit.
He says, yeah, you continue. So, with all that you've done, it's gonna be a roll. It's not gonna be a sure win. However, the roll is significant in your favor. I'm gonna roll a D100. You have a 75% chance of winning the referendum. Would you like to do anything else to attempt to influence this before I roll it?
Let's
Let's say this is the day of the referendum.
Can I do a final performance?
Wait, you can't use that spell that spreads a rumor.
Probably. Let me check.
I was gonna say if I could do like I don't know, help by feeding the poor by like
I should do that in
great
the
food and
middle of
water
my
and shit like that.
performance.
If you can spread a like big rumor right now that like the Republic or
Oh, you mean passing fancy?
Yes.
Oh, and you cast a spell, you dictate one specific topic or recent event, and instill a magical obsession in one living creature.
is it one? Oh, and then they pass that rumor around.
Because the target
Yes.
talks, yes, onlookers take a -10 fence motive to notice that something's amiss. The target becomes completely focused with discussing the event, possibly wandering off or distracting creatures. Onlookers,
Listen.
this is very obvious, and onlookers may roll to notice that something is clearly wrong with them.
Listen, I also have spell song, which means I can do a performance and then cast the spell on one of the people in the audience.
Yeah, without
them noticing.
components, yeah.
Yes. And so I think I would do that. And what rumor do we spread?
It's not a rumor, it's a specific topic or idea.
What do we want to spread, gang?
I think the idea that
The Rasmirs are gaining power.
the Razmirs are planning an attack on the city.
Alright. I will do that, Tinky.
And
So
like
I need to perform.
That is going to be a weird rumor, mostly because the Razmiri are nowhere near Beckinsale.
oh, no. Attack. If they attack the devout pack, Beckinsale has to respond as well.
Yeah. So one guy is just going to become like a conspiracy theorist for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like an anti-Razmiri conspiracy theorist.
I can probably cast it a bunch of times too.
You can cast it 6 times, and you yourself can spread the rumor.
Yeah.
So you can start spreading the rumor that like the Razmiri are going to attack in the next day or two, and then after you start like plant the rumor in town, cast the spell on like 6 people.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll to sense motive for human commoners, or for human commoners as one roll. And the target has, let's see.
They have -10.
Because the target talks and interacts with its usual voice, onlookers have a -10 penalty to notice that something's wrong with them. Let's see. So,
So it'd be like 1d20 -10
yep,
versus
and
Ryochi's spell DC.
it wouldn't be spell DC, it'd be hunch DC. So it'd be D10. You'd literally have to get a natural 20. Because getting a hunch is a DC 10. Okay, they fail. Oh, that's plus 10. Okay, that'd be -3.
Wait, what? What's happening? What's going on?
They failed.
I was rolling
they
to
failed.
see if people notice that they're clearly affected by a spell, which they failed.
Okay.
All right.
Then probably what, a bluff check to spread the rumor?
Nope, that's good enough. Now you have
Nice.
increased it to 80%.
Nice.
So I'm gonna roll D100. If it's 81 or more, you fail. If it's
Jesus.
80 or less, you pass. You have a 1 in 5 chance that you fail this roll. Does anyone have anything else?
Anything else?
I was gonna
Uh,
say Talek can like mind trick the people who are
Talek
against.
refuses to do that.
I know. I was gonna say he probably wouldn't want to, and people wouldn't let him get close to after cutting people's heads off.
Hands, not
And I
heads.
just like I don't know, like feed the poor with like great food and water and shit like that.
That's slightly less of a bonus, but you could do that, yeah. That would give you a single %.
Any percent's better. Like, hey,
One
You
final
could
speech.
you could go and heal all their sick children.
They have very few sick children. It's actually a pretty nice place.
Hey, few means some. Remove disease on all the sick ones.
yeah,
Imagine
why not?
imagine casting remove disease for the common cold.
Hey, it works.
Okay, you now have an 81% chance.
Okay, can I give one final speech?
Nope.
Okay. Basilius, I guess, just won't give a speech that day.
No,
do a random
this is
backflip.
the same day you make a public appearance.
Oh, I thought it was the day after.
No.
Grim, do a random backflip. Maybe that helps.
Go for the backflip, Grim.
What?
Go for the backflip.
Okay.
Don't you have like stupid, crazy acrobatics?
I'm gonna cast the jump.
Oh, make it
Well.
higher.
That's a plus 20 bonus, right?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Okay. There we go.
Wow. You do a fucking awesome backflip. Without any real setup. You're just standing still and you step forward and then just go into a backflip without jumping.
In the middle
full plate.
of actions, Graham just goes, "Everyone, watch this," and then backflips.
It's
Vote Basilius.
it is a godly backflip with plus 40, or with a 40 or more. I'll give you a percent for that, just as a goof.
Hey, that laugh.
82% or less. Ready?
Go.
Nice.
Oh, damn. We didn't need to do shit.
You actually could have just done a poor job and it would have succeeded.
We could have not shown up, and it
The
would have
lowest,
succeeded.
the
Could
lowest,
have
the,
failed
low,
that backflip.
the lowest possible thing that you could have had, like popularity-wise, was 15% success. So you could have succeeded if you guys were super dicks to everyone. Well, you succeed in the referendum. There is a enormous, essentially, festival in Beckinsale to celebrate the annexation. One sec. Because a lot of things happen at once when you do this.
You can just double-click their flags and change the image. So copy the image URL of the Devout Pact flag, and then double-click their flag.
How is that faster than just doing this?
My way would have been faster.
Shut up, nerd.
I like how you're like, how is that faster than doing this? And then like fumble.
Well,
with
I'd
it.
have to create a. You have to change every image, right?
Well, you can just double click on it, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Enter, done.
Oh, it's basically the same thing. So you
Except it
gain
would
1,
auto-align
2, 3,
everything.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles to the. Okay, everyone, time to go to this page.
I love this page.
Here you go, everyone. This is the Devout Pact.
9 tiles puts us at 24. Wait, 25. Oh, I'm a king.
What's that?
You're king?
Oh, we hit the next kingdom size.
You're still a duke. Legally. In order to declare yourself a king, you need to own. I think it's what, 70 tiles?
Oh.
Or 50% of Scardale, whichever's bigger. And then you can't declare yourself an emperor until you have 3 kingdoms under your belt. Crusader King's rules. Let's see. So, 1 second. Can you create a new page for Beckinsale, please? Basilius.
Okay.
Done.
Nope, that's copy of Bellwall. Oh, there you go. Alright, I will tell you the buildings that are in Beckinsale. You may place them as you see fit on a sheet.
Can you just paste them in chat first? Instead of just saying as you say them aloud?
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna be editing the doc.
1 second. Let me go to the page. I knew there was a reason to have Beckinsale statted out. Sick. So Beckinsale has, first things first, it has 4 houses. Four houses. One barracks. It doesn't have a wall. One exotic artisan. Specifically a magic item shop. One granary. One inn. One second. One noble villa. One orphanage. One pier. Two shops. And a town hall.
Okay. The spreadsheet is now set up correctly. Now I have to add all the buildings.
Beckinsale has a population of 4,000. Beckinsale is slightly less. Beckinsale is, I believe, slightly less people than. Oh yeah, it has about the same population as Bellwall.
No smithies or libraries.
Nope.
One in library, no cathedral.
4 houses: barracks, exotic artisan, granary, inn, noble villa, orphanage, pier,
No
2 shops,
graveyard.
and a town hall. It's a very simple town with very simple things. Bellwall also has a unique feature. And
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that depending on how we do the political side of this.
Okay.
So, gang, this is going to be everyone's decision, of course. Sol Siobhan meets with you.
Okay.
By the way, I love the meme that Menu just posted, showing that, like, how many femboys, or how many gallon jugs a femboy is tall and, like, wide. For some reason, the math is just hilariously accurate. Okay, let's see. So, you meet with Sol Siobhan. How are we setting up the political system here?
They can vote. They can democratically elect their mayor. However, their mayor swears loyalty to the king, to the ruler of the devout path.
Also, Sol Siobhan makes like a joking fit about not being called the minister anymore. She's obviously kidding, but
She can keep her title if she wants.
she doesn't actually care. But no, just the leader of Beckinsale was called the Prime Minister.
Oh.
Because that's what the leader of the Republic was called beforehand.
Basilius does not understand the joke and tells her, "All right, well, the mayor will be called the Prime Minister
She doesn't correct you.
then."
Oh, wait, I also have to put these... The tiles for the farms.
Nice. Oh, you misspelled granary.
That is how it is spelled on the website.
No.
What do you
Oh,
mean,
I
no?
misread. Never mind. I misread how
I
you.
was gonna say, what do you mean I copy-pasted it? There are 4 farms. 1 court. And on the tile of Beckinsale, there is a fishery, a mine with a resource.
Silver.
Did you... Oh, you already put it there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, even with all the new tiles, you're still at -1 consumption.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We won't be after the armies.
I was gonna say, you also get... oh yeah, you also get the armies, which Beckinsale has 2 of.
Is it 2 different armies?
Yes. You have a medium army of... 1 second. You have a medium army of this unit. Veteran Buccaneers. CR2, level 4 human warriors. However, instead of chaotic evil, they are chaotic good.
Economy stability. 1,000 base value.
Everyone who isn't Boston, sorry that this is a lot of math.
Oh, I love numbers. I used to do math homework for fun.
Oh, you said there's an exotic artisan, right? Oh yeah, I
Yes.
just didn't get it.
An exotic artesian.
Zach, you want to add the stats for that army in the armies page? It's pretty.
I can't edit the spreadsheet.
What?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Anyone with the link is now
An editor.
an
There you go.
editor. Okay, reload the. Re-click the link and you should be able to edit it.
There is also
Click the link. Okay.
there is also a small army of this unit. 1 sec.
Food. Okay, so where am I going on this spreadsheet?
Armies.
Armies. Where would I find that?
That's the third.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, armies. Okay, roach folk, dwarfs. Okay.
There's also a small army of this unit. Professional mercenaries. CR4 level 5 fighters. With masterwork weapons and armor.
Fog. Oh. Okay. Beckinsale has both stationed.
Yep, both are stationed in Beckinsale.
Fog.
They are, what's it called? They are bastard sword fighters that use heavy steel shields. And warplate.
Oh, Zach. Oh, those are actual units. Okay, Zach probably doesn't know how to convert them then.
No.
Yep, so you have an army of 100 veteran buccaneers and 50 professional mercenaries.
So the professional mercenaries are also human warrior 4?
Nope. Professional mercenaries are human. They are chaotic good human fighter 5.
Oh, Austin. I put them in backwards.
No.
They
Yeah, I
also have what's it called. They also have certain qualities. One sec. The veteran buccaneers have the trait Dirty Fighters. And the professional mercenaries have the trait Taunt.
Where would that go? Tactics?
Special.
Yeah, they are what's it called. They are considered tactics. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dirty Fighters. The Buccaneers use trickery and unfair tactics to gain advantage. For one melee phase this battle, their offensive maneuver increases by 6. However, after that, for the rest of the battle, they can't do it again. So one round they can hit really hard.
Nice.
And Taunt, the professional mercenaries, are skilled at taunting their opponents, provoking stupid mistakes. They must, the army that is targeted by Taunt must make a morale check. Failure means it reduces its offensive modifier and defensive modifier by 2 against that army.
And they have weapon specialization, so once per combat, they can increase OM by 2.
Where would I put weapon special?
Oh, I did that already.
Okay.
They also have bravery and armor training.
Okay.
Though both armies have improved armor.
Nope. Just the mercenaries. The veteran buccaneers just wear, what's it called? Studded leather.
Do the professional mercenaries have improved weapons as well?
They have masterwork weapons, yep.
Okay. So you can add that to special qualities, your resources. Zach, improved weapons and
Yep.
armor.
Yep.
You guys are at the point where you could actually probably get rid of the orcs.
Yes. I'll probably execute all the orcs except the trained fighters.
Because if we need an orc warband, we can just go capture a orc clan and send
Train
them in.
them. We can literally just capture an orc tribe. We've done it like 3 times at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Also, there's an army of 1 Tarask. No, I'm joking, but...
Okay. Let me type that in.
Yep. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in.
Or ask.
Tanky?
Yep.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Alright.
How much did I sway the people in the what was the percentage before I did the
You did almost all the work.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
You did what?
Maybe you
Probably
should get a
30 or
raise.
40%.
The starting percentage was 25%.
How much of that
Oh,
was
wow.
Sol Siobhan campaigning for us?
About 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So you
that's
did like
40%.
Like 35%.
Hmm.
Okay. That's good.
Good job.
Good job,
Good boy.
Ryuichi.
Head pats.
Head pat.
should
Everyone
get a
head pat
raise.
emoji.
I'll key in the stats of the armies later. We can do a lot more now.
Is that Shy Lily's Orca?
It is. I don't even watch her. I'm just in her Discord for the emotes. Like, I'm literally just in the Discord for the emotes. I'm in a bunch of Discords for just the emotes, like lines, so I can just use line jar.
We're gaining 40 to 45 build points a turn.
Damn.
Dog. Oh, I would offer Sol Siobhan a leadership position if he wants. Offer her probably
Counselor?
Marshal. I'd offer her Marshal so that she can keep watch on the dragons if they're approaching.
Talek also recommends that she could take his role.
That is true. Oh, I was actually gonna offer Gay Boy Talek's role.
Ryochi?
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his name. What position are you offering?
Counselor.
Yeah, I'll take
You're
it.
good at manipulating people.
I am. Yeah.
You do have
Oh,
more. You do have more charisma.
While
than
we're
Sol Siobhan.
here, Grim is gonna approach Siobhan.
Take a shower first.
Take a shower, trim your beard, make yourself look presentable.
Oh man, are you gonna kick Thali out? Man, Thali's my favorite member.
Solly didn't really want the job. He just wanted to be paid to do what he was already doing.
That's true.
Solly has not succeeded on doing anything we've asked him.
He has done literally everything you've asked. It's just when he gets to the location, it's already resolved.
Well, no, remember the time we told him to check for the pirates? And he goes, "All right, I'll do it." And then never came. We had to go hunt him down. We walked by him, and we were and had a conversation with him, and he was like, "Yeah, all right, bye." And then we walked by somebody else, and they said, "Hey, Thali had an important message for you. Did he tell you when you were talking to him?" And we were like, "No." So we had to go back to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I guess you should know this."
Well, it's stuff you would have literally learned out immediately after. That's more my mistake than Thali.
I blame Thali for it.
And then there's the time you sent him to find the beast folk, but when he got there, the beast folk had already left.
I thought they left when he approached
No.
because they saw him coming.
Nope. They were just gone.
Still,
Okay, so you want to take... I may have just fucked something.
Control Z. The other role, so as a dragon, what you said she looks really dexterous over strong.
What
are her stats?
These are her stats.
Okay, so she's not dexterous.
I said she's lithe.
Hmm.
For that reason, you're not allowed to put her in a strength roll.
All right.
What happened? I just came back.
We're talking about Sol Siobhan's stats. And where she should
No.
be on the council.
Yeah. And Grim's getting ready to approach her.
We'll make her. I'll offer her the marshal position so
Alright,
that she can watch over the outskirts of the cities.
she will take it.
Hog. And the counselor will become Gateway. There you go.
Niall will switch his focus to loyalty instead of economy.
Oh yeah,
we need it?
loyalty got pretty low. Or not low, but
Why
We
is it
got
not why is it not changing when I change it? That's
what
weird.
is it applying to?
I don't know, it's like bugging out.
This is tile E 25. Leadership.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, there you go. I'm adding it. Oh, I fucked that up.
Yo, look, zoom out. You can actually see the devout pack now. You guys are actually like a decent chunk.
There you go. Yeah, boy.
So
Now,
are we gonna finally head to Sunrise next session?
Yes, we head there now. Or we teleport there, I suppose.
we'll do that next session.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that I have prepped right now. Okay.
So we're on, what? The 10th?
Yep, you are. It's the 10th of Myrtle. Or Myrtle.
I love how much farther ahead we're getting than everyone else.
Not that much farther. The Dragon's Demand tomorrow is going to do a lot of traveling in a sec, so they'll catch up with you.
What day are they on?
Um, the 5th of Georic, yep. So they are...
4 months behind.
Yep, they're 4 months behind you. Nope, 3 months.
How far behind is Asura?
It doesn't matter. Asura, the 15th of Elaeus. So... Oh, that's the 15th of Elaeus last year. Yeah, so they are 1 year behind you guys. But it doesn't matter because their game doesn't mean anything to you.
Okay, but what if we start scouting?
A well-scouted location? No.
We start scouting where they're at.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can tell you exactly where they're at.
Yeah. Grim walks up to us and says, "Hey, I think we should scout these GPS coordinates."
That's almost as terrible as the Savinic stories like, oh, we need to go to a location.
That is how Savinic went. We literally just had GPS locations.
Can you blame Austin and I? We wanted to get closure.
Yeah, I can. Alright, let's see.
I'm glad Siobhan's pretty jovial about it. Oh, you missed a tile. Thank you. This one.
Nope, there's just nothing there.
No. They had that tile because they were touching Gegladier.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure if Austin's gaslighting me.
No, that's why the tile's empty. They were touching Gegladier because remember I was saying that we need to take these 2 tiles so that they can't spread any further east.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's true.
Your motto is literally gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
It is true, however. Was that included in the 9 tiles? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Man, when I look at Devout Pack, I'm like, wow, that's big. But then I go south and I look at like the outline of Daggerdale.
17, 18, 19.
Yo,
20.
why does Daggerdale look exactly like Ukraine?
Oh, we actually have 27 tiles. Okay. That does... Wait, okay, we've bypassed 25.
Oh, you have a border with the Revolutionary Union now.
We do?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because they came in. Are they going to send diplomats or anything?
Maybe.
And then we kill them.
It is likely they will send diplomats, yes. This is definitely not a nation you could just win over by talking.
Yes. I mean, we could win towns over by talking. However, the first time we take a town over that way, it likely results in a war.
You guys are gonna become like a counter-revolutionary force. It could be like Czechoslovakia in the 50s. Do a color revolution.
It's kind of what we're doing with all the monster races. Dude, we have dragon on our side.
A dragon.
I know, that's why I said dragon. Dragon these nuts on your face.
No.
I'm gonna leave.
That's it. I'm gonna harass menu.
That's my cue. I'm leaving, guys.
No, you're
You
not.
don't want to stick around for Grim?
All right, Tanky, we gained 5,000 EXP for reaching kingdom size.
I
Oh
am
wait,
staying.
Lee still hasn't answered if the pussy's pink or not.
oh, I get you level up, Alex.
I will block you, Tinky. You'll never hear from me again.
But
I like how we don't have a tile that even connects to Raymount.
yeah, I mean, it's basically we just travel. We have a bridge here.
Yeah. You guys are gonna become so lazy with this teleportation.
Guys, please do the Grim trying to flirt with the
Yeah,
dragon.
come on, we
bit.
gotta hear this.
I
Alright.
need this.
I'm gonna level Alice up like you said I could when we hit kingdom size 26.
Did I say that?
You said, yeah, you said when we hit kingdom sizes, she can evolve to bet higher level nobles.
Do you have proof that I said that?
No? Did you not want her? She can say, like, lowest tier noble possible forever.
I mean, I don't really care. She's not really a combatant. As long as you don't make her like a 14th level aristocrat and she wades into combat.
No.
Alright. Zach. Grim. During the festival, you approach Sol Siobhan. Alright, you walk up to her. She is sitting at a table, drinking with several of her captains. And let's say, I don't know, Alice is there with Katarina.
You
And they're
guys
just-
ready for me to crash and burn?
Oh, yeah. What's your diplomacy?
Let me check.
Also, there's no roll for this, you just have to do it.
-2.
It doesn't matter what his diplomacy is, you have to actually flirt.
But I don't know how to do that.
Let's
Well,
do
then
it.
your character doesn't know how to do that.
Grim will step up to well, he will take a seat
Alright, you take a
and
seat.
listen into the conversation.
Well, as you take a seat, they all immediately address you.
Oh,
Alice sort of waves and greets you, and Sol Siobhan says, "Hello there, Grim."
hello. Your display of power the other day was breathtaking.
She sort of gives you. She sort of like cocks an eyebrow, like literally like literally this.
Wait, where is this happening?
Just in the middle of a crowd.
Are we? Can we see this? Can me and Basilius look at this?
I guess. not-
Basilius
okay.
will give Ryochi a disappointing look.
Ryuichi is.
I meant to crush his hope without, complications.
She
There will
says.
be no complications.
She
Look,
says.
he's got this.
I like how you're laughing saying that.
She says. Thank you. She sort of leans in and gets quieter. I thought that we agreed not to speak about that thing. It's a secret.
Zach?
Grim is
Yeah.
totally silent.
Grim doesn't realize what he just did.
What happened? Sorry.
It's pretty cool how you turned into a dragon the other day.
Oh
In the
my
middle of a
God.
crowd.
Did he just say that out
Well,
loud?
he didn't say that specifically, but he said something like, "You did something. What you did yesterday when you displayed your power was awesome." And she's, "What do you mean?"
Oh my god.
Ryuichi
Grim.
will
I
whisper
know
to
you're
the
not. I
Zilith.
know you're not stupid, Grim, but Jesus
Well,
Christ.
She says,
This is your fault. He says,
rough,
staring directly at Ryochi.
it's just a rough start. I'm sure he's got this.
okay. She says, thank you. And she whispers that to you.
Hmm.
Then she sort of goes back into a conversation. She continues just talking to Alice.
Yeah, Grim shot a shot. He's giving up now.
You're not that big a pussy.
No.
Chicken.
No, I think Grim is pretty socially inept. I think Grim, what do you have? Like,
-2 diplomacy.
6 charisma?
Yeah.
Grim is absolutely socially inept.
This
That's
used to
why
work in
he's
the
the
tribe, so
Yeah, he doesn't get the hint.
Yeah, that's why you stick in. You're so social inept, you don't get the hint.
You can you can take it one or the other way. It's either Grim is instantly like, oh, that was really stupid, or Grim doesn't realize. Either way fits 6 charisma.
Yeah, no. Grim's giving up.
All right, Grim, you give up.
Grim's an incel.
Cat cell. I wonder if there's a cat with a fedora gif. One sec.
I like how we're like discussing this. He says like one line and then gives up.
This is Grim. Alright. Okay, you step away and everyone enjoys the rest of the party. Austin, what are you doing in GM mode?
Editing Alice.
Damn. Not even okay with how your wife is. Got a diff changer. Kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
making her better.
Better wife. Alright, gang. That is the end of today's session. It's 10:30. I'm tired. And also, there's really nothing else to do. There's not really time to start any more arcs. So we're just
Man,
gonna
Ryuichi.
we're just gonna end
Yes.
on that. It does that thing where, like, you know, after Grim steps away, the music kind of like picks up and like it sort of fades away. The camera pans up into the sky as the music is playing, and then it like fades to black.
We
Is it
get
sad music? I
No.
hope it's sad music.
No, it's just the music of the party. Like Grim's like the audience is meant to
So,
like be
Grim
kind of,
is so insignificant.
No.
It's more of a humor thing.
yeah, it's played off like it's played off like a bit.
I hope
It's
Grim
also
is
like
crying.
there's probably only like 2 or 3 people who hear it, one of which is Alice.
And it isn't even anything significant. It's just kind of a weird thing to say. If you
I
don't
wonder if Alice is gonna confront Grim later on. Like, what the heck was that?
Unlikely. Alice doesn't really care what Grim does. Alright, gang.
I will do. I wanna